Good morning, everybody. How are we all doing today? Let me move my screen here. For some reason, I left it on the welcome screen. Good morning, Baldy Dude. How are you? GC, hello. Ivan, hello. G Crow, Christopher Warmer. Thanks very much for the good luck, mate. Aaron, how are you? And Simon, how are you? Hope you're well today, dude. Brian Roberts, hello. And Dr. Cheggers. There's our Lindsay. Lindsay's in work. I hope you're not mentioning work, Lindsay. Try and behave yourself. Don't be losing a new job on our account, for God's sake. Jared and Stephen, how are you doing? Right, I'm in today on All British. 500 quid then, and we're just going to kick off as we normally would. I'll do the usual. I'll take suggestions. I can't promise I'll play them all. I'll put them on my list, and I'll try to play as many as I can from the suggestion list. But that's how we'll operate. There's a wee bit of Drago. I'm going to start on that. Starting a wee bit of Drago. Had a bit of fun on that not last night, the other night. And I will just go on a 40p to start off with him. Jason, how are you doing? James, hello. Alex, thanks for the good luck. Hello. How are you doing, Mr. Angry? Is that? I'm trying to read that. I'm reading that and trying to be sort of thinking Aussie at the same time. So I'm sort of giving you an accent that you probably don't deserve there. Morning, David. How are you doing? Book of Charms. If it saves, I'm not sure. I don't know if it saves that Book of Charms. Does it? Does anybody know that? I haven't played it yet at all. 47-year-old today. Happy birthday, Simon. Morning, Harvey. How are you? Thanks for the good luck, Harvey. We're always in need of it. Took a bit of a rinsing. That video yesterday, anybody watched that? Took a fair old rinsing, boy. When you take a couple of bad days in a row, you get a sort of a... You lose your confidence, you lose your mojo for a day or two, so you do. Hi, Stuart. Thanks for the good luck. This is not a game that traditionally teases an awful lot. You tend to just sort of get it or not get it. Gold Blitz free spins. Matthew, not a bad wee game that. I'm sort of enjoying it. Old darts, Shawnee. I can't really see us going a day without having a bit of darts. Was that you who had the 5 scatters on it last night by any chance? I think it was, wasn't it? Amazing hitting Horus. Aye, that golden tablet, I haven't managed to get it to pay me at all, that golden tablet. I find it quite hard to bonus. And it's not on an awful lot of sites, but it did look like some game. That nearly full screen it has, that was amazing, like. When you booking a holiday, Phil, it must be on the cards. I wasn't really worrying too much this year's app. I sort of thought the old restrictions and all just getting eased off. I can't be bothered with the hassle of people poking and hooking at me and demanding stuff. I like to be left alone. So until they all calm down, I'll probably leave it at next year. Wayne's Word, thanks very much, mate. I had 5 scatters last night. 1200x it paid. I was wondering that. That was hell of a nice hit. 1200x. Nice. Gotta be happy with that. It's my fear of sort of finally getting the hold of it and it just been horrible bonus. 180 spends of garbage. It would be horrible. I'm sure it's capable of doing that too. This is holding balance actually better than I thought. I'm going to pop it up to 60. Aye, there's a wee bit too many, Simon. I think that myself was probably too many. I'm getting one done myself. Mine's actually up this evening, funny enough. I'm going to do one a month myself just because they're too good to not keep those sort of hits. Do you know what I mean? They're getting lost in hunts. I don't like to announce my hits in my hunt, if you know what I mean. I like people to just come on and not really sure what sort of a sale they're going to get. So the problem with that is I'm losing some hits a bit. You're not really getting any juice for them. So you do need to do those types of videos, unfortunately. But I must admit, I did get a lot less memes and stuff like that, and I'm not really. I like them, but I don't like too many. I don't like to take away from the bonus, you know. How did you enjoy your first session back with auto spins? Absolutely, GC. It was lovely. I was obviously parting about a wee bit, really. You know, I wasn't really thinking about games I was playing or anything of the sort, and it showed a wee bit, to tell you the truth. It was a poorly constructed hunt, and the second one I paid the price for it, you know. Centurion, Megaways, Pirate Page, or Wildflower, definitely. Or I need to play a bit more Wildflower again. I sort of had fell out with it for a wee while there. Pirate Page we can try. The problem with that is it takes so long to bonus. That's really the problem. So you tend not to ever get that bonus, do you know? Way back to work, Lindsay. Take it easy. Shabs, how you doing? I bet Opal Fritz angry. You bet Opal Fritz. Paid me well not that long ago, Opal Fritz, and funny I haven't played a lot of it since. I sort of played it until I got a good bonus and then I seemed to sort of stop again. Morning, Chrissy. Oh, you're in a wild time, boy. You're in a rough time, my friend. Internet, my god. I did enhance last night and paid 80x. So many dead spins. Aye. I can have one. I can certainly have one, alright. Right, game. What about it? What about something? It's a bit of a boring game to spin, that one, really. It really doesn't do much in the base even. It's just sort of the wee small wins. And it's not one for teasing you a lot. We'll give him a wee pro race for his last 5 spins. Any Vegas or Beef Lightning Megaways? I'm not sure if Vegas is on here. I never even looked. I'll have a wee nosy. See. Time to run away. Didn't even get that tease. Okay. Wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. No, Vegas Megaways is there, alright. I don't think I've played this since I come out, tell you the truth. Just seem to manage to keep avoiding it. Let's try it in a 60. I almost seem to have £5 more than the balance now, whatever's happened. Something weird there. I took that one down to 470, I thought, and the other one it's 475 now. Doesn't make sense. Right, okay. Something's wrong. clicker turned off before it does some damage to me. Let's try that again. The banger of a day. Summer Vibes is a game I could try, absolutely. It is a cracking day out there too. There's something wrong with the game. Okay. Just something wrong with the game. She's not working there at the minute. I'll try her again later on. Let's get a wee bit of Gorilla Mayhem. See if it's in the mood for bonusing today. Some days it is and some days it's not. Have you tried Magic Money Maze reskin of Spirit of Adventure? I see, I didn't like Spirit of Adventure really, the problem. That was the problem there. Spirit of Adventure was sort of fun when it came out, but it just does the same thing over and over and over again. There's no gameplay in it, you know what I mean? Clearing out the house today. You got a big job on, Charlie? Make the best of that good weather while you're getting it, mate. I make the best of that good weather. I think we're to get a very good weekend. Here's what we're to get coming. I think then that might be it for a few days. But it's nice out there today, and it was nice yesterday. Andrew Barton's in. How you doing? It's 67 quid, Colin, today from a wee refund. Happy days. Oh, there's a hit there. I think they're all singles, but 38 quid, we'll take that. We will certainly take that. If those had been, that's where you want your doubles or trebles there. Your 2 and 3 X's would make all the difference, but that was nice. All about the spins. It is GC. You can get the spins. What you need a few of the 3 X's to fall to get you up, get you the upgrade. You'll not get it just with single gorillas. But I've had it right to the top, and I've had my second ever bonus in this game was 500 odd X. I was just messing about trying it out, you know. Wasn't recording or anything like that, but it was over 500 X. It was a lovely bonus. But everything since has been debatable. Very debatable. But it's definitely a good game. It has potential. A Horus Megaways. It's certainly hitting these wee gold gorillas occasionally. A Horus Megaways. We play a lot of that game, don't I? Bit of Wild Heist or Silverback Multiplier Mountain. Ooh, that there would have been alright, but hitting 3 again there. Four times in this game, 0 bonuses. It can run a while sometimes without giving you a bonus. Bonused early for me a couple of times, but not often. It doesn't tease you an awful lot. Morning, Red Eye. That Wild Heist written down there on Silverback. Pretty much like been back on our first bonus again here, the way that gave us that base hit. The game that we played and lost our 30 quid on's relevant. But with a couple of nice bonuses on it. Definitely there's no question about it, this game has potential. It's a good game, but like all prags, it's an awful lot of bad bonuses in it too, but sure, most games now have that. very few of them that won't give you those terrible bonuses. It's not a wild depth sort of thing where it's just bobbins every single time this. It definitely can give you okay bonuses. Like. Morning Chief Dancer Monkey. Jane, how are you? Come on game, here's a shake. I see way more for either. There is, it's just the standard stuff. It has to be. There'll be way more terrible bonuses. But there's some that just consistently pay terrible. You think back to that the video I did way early when I started streaming. I did one on I did a grind on 24k dragon. Everybody was saying it's this horrible slot, and I did end up getting a good bonus on it, but it took me 21 bonuses to get one that you would say, well, that's a decent bonus. 21 bonuses in a row, like. Are you back home angry? Yes, Sham, I was down there just getting set up. I'm going back down again, obviously. I was down getting set up. The videos that you see last night, I recorded when I was down getting set up, if you know what I mean. I recorded one for Sunday and on Monday, but I'll be heading down again here to get probably a bit of content made for the weekend, you know. I'll go down, do a wee overnight. In 2 days you can make a lot of stuff. Sounds really as if I'm going somewhere, Sham, but I'm literally driving an hour and a half down the road, you know what I mean? It's not really not really affecting me that much, you know. You don't want to be doing it all in the one day if you can avoid it too much. 470, right, we'll just leave that again as we were. Pretty much didn't cost us anything that game. But he did take away the away the cost of the first one. Wasn't so bad. Right. Got a wildflower then. That seems alright. You take the dogs with you? No, Jane, that's it. I always try to make, I'll arrange my week. Rather than go down in one long session, I'll get down for 2. Then that way I'm never away for more than an overnight. I don't like to leave the dogs too many nights, you know. It would be too much upheaval for my old dogs to start carting them up and down the road every day. Or even messing them. Look, there's a lot of jacks there. 32 quid. We'll take a bit of that. And there's a row of the big boy for a £5. Right, okay. That was a bit mad. Aye, the old dogs like a routine, Jane, don't they? Hi, David. Are you renting a place for the just creating content, Harvey? Yes, but you have to do that. You have to have an accommodation address, so you have to have a proper. So we actually went the whole hog and got a proper apartment with different bedrooms and all in it. You know what I mean? We went the whole hog like. It's a hell of a nice place, you know. It's got a big sort of dining room table sitting out in a big bay window, and then there's a balcony you can sit out on as well, you know. It's easier to get a good place than a cheap place, I'm afraid. But if you're going to spend half your life there, it needs to be comfortable. You can't just be going to a midden like. All these games are hitting lovely in the base, but I would love one of them to drop an odd bonus, you know. As I be rifling through on these. Well, really, Dr. Checkers, you'll not keep a big lot down there. You keep a sort of a couple of changes of clothes with you. You really cart most of it up and down in a bag with you, you know. Have you meeting up? The meeting up bit's not really in my diary, James. It'll happen as we go along. But we're all independent. There's nobody, you know, I'm not dependent on somebody else going a day and me being a day or anything like that there. We're 100% doing our own thing, so I have no idea even what days the boys are going down. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. If I go down and one of them there, happy days. But you know, you can't do something that limits yourself, so you have to be. You know, when this game has played nicely already, I know. It's been brutal to me for a while. Wildflower, I played quite a lot of Wildflower. It was my favourite game for absolute ages there. But it just turned really nasty on me, like. The last month there, I haven't been playing much of it at all. Played the Rave today. David, haven't yet, no, but we'll certainly put it on the list. The Rave. Just don't catch Ashley going there for dirty weekends. He messes up all if somebody's looking at holiday in the place, that type of situation, they're looking a bit of peace, they'll get that, I'm sure. It's a time issue for me and speed, being able to make a lot of content. Being able to spend a lot of slots for each video. Not the same restrictions, Mark. No, they run under an MGA license rather than Malta Gaming Authority rather than the UK Gaming Authority. They still have some restrictions. You still have a bit of verifying and stuff. You know, to verify your address and all that there, but they don't have all the time restrictions and all that nonsense. And dare I say it, the offers are a hell of a lot better. You know, there's a lot more bonuses on offer. You know, as far as match bonuses and welcome offers, the welcome offers are much bigger too. It's just the way it goes, really. I suppose it's player value, isn't it? And the restrictions are making it difficult for players to be of interest to casinos. All fixed, Mo. You didn't take too long to sort that out, boy. In double 100%, you mixing it up. Jimbo Jones, I'll be half and half, mate. Probably for a wee while, but I'll be half and half. I'll go down 2 trips, but they'll be either side of my one session, so I'll probably a lot of my content. It'll not be very, you know, you'll not be one day one day the other. It'll be, you'll nearly sort of see a divide, you know. Come on, give us a bonus. I feel like I've been spinning quite a while already and I've had nothing remotely like a bonus. Morning Shannon. DJ Sherry, how you doing? Ian Cowan, hello. Be good when you're all there for live stream. We'll get the all one of those games, absolutely. We'll get all that set up. At the minute it's just getting it going. You know, it's just getting it going. It takes a bit of time. Everything takes time down there. Jacob, how you doing? Rosie, hello. It's been a lot of teases, hasn't it? Still not hard and balanced yet, so we'll let it run on a minute. Each game seems to be costing 30 quid, but then giving me 30 quid back. I'm not really going anywhere so far. Do the same again, take this from down to 470 again now. That's 3 slots in a row we've played, and we're on that same 30 quid. Jimbo, it's about an hour and 20 minutes, mate. It's an hour and 20 minutes, dude. Very easy drive, actually. Once you clear Belfast, it's a very simple stick on one road, just point and drive. Job done. It's in a secure sort of a compound with secure gating and all that sort of stuff, so it's quite a good spot. We did get the right thing, you know. Better taking your time and getting the right one. John, thank you very much. Oh, I thought that was maybe time for a wee enhance there, but no. Right, let's do the same again with this. We'll raise this down to 470. It's been a lot of teases, but I hope it goes well for you. Thanks very much, Jimbo. It's really about time for me, mate. I'm getting to the stage where I can't make my content in the UK anymore. The restrictions are making it impossible for me. If I want to run a long hunt, for example, I mean, BTG bonus is only safe for 24 hours, so I mean, I have to do my hunt within a, I have to time it all out. But then if they're putting restrictions on me on casinos for time, when I run a big hunt at that casino, then I can't touch that casino for another 24 hours. It's, it's all this constant hassle of where the hell am I playing today, How long does it take to run off one of your mega lists compared to UK? Jane, if I was running like a 20 bonus hunt, say, or something that were returned, like a big long, one of my big long ones, I mean, that could take me 2 days to gather probably 16 hours up here of spinning. I could probably do that in 3 down there. Or less, maybe even. If I wanted to make it less, I could make it less, you know what I mean? No restrictions, multiple screens, you name it, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, no bonus on that one. Let's get another game. We do need to get something that bonuses here. Let's do darts. Haha, let's do darts. See if we can't get our 5 scatters. Shawnee, you had your 1200X in this last night. Maybe that's it done for now. But that's my problem. I keep playing this after somebody gets the 5 scatters. I'm never getting it. Try this in 60 as well. Oh, we tee straight away. Come on. I'll take a bonus. I will take a bonus this early, like. Love a wee early bonus. Cheers me right up. Just makes so much sense. Mo, it's the time, mate. It's just the time. I mean, it's my problem is I'm surrounded by computers, which is fine. The problem is I'm starting to use 3 computers a day to spin my slots on. But when you're using an auto clicker, you can't use that computer. So there's 3 computers sitting doing absolutely nothing but spinning slots. That's not how I earn my money. Those computers need to be working. What are the time restrictions in UK casinos? Not been stopped yet. No, there's some of them aren't. Some of them are alright, but then you hit money limitations in those ones, Mark, as well. That's the problem. The ones that have no time restrictions are tighter with the money limitations. You know what I mean? It's very difficult with the amount of money. Even, I mean, my biggest, I'm quite tight with my limits anyway, but my biggest limits would probably be in Mr. Vegas and stuff like that. And even that, I have to watch what days I play there in a month. Do you know what I mean? Every single site. The problem with us is we're running the accounts the same as you guys. You know, they don't give you any allowance for being a streamer. If I tell them I'm a streamer that's like what? They don't give a shit. The UKGC doesn't have an allowance for us. We're covered as players. That's it. So we're in England or Ireland again now, confused. Carl, I'm in Northern Ireland. And when I'm in Ireland, you'll see it at the top of the screen. I will say in Ireland, like, I'll not, plus the fact I'll be in euros, obviously. The latest videos I was in Ireland. Yeah, they were made, I kind of explain it in the video. Probably don't listen to all my intros and stuff, but I can't blame me though. I wouldn't either. There will be there will be content made in Northern Ireland and there will be content made in the Republic of Ireland. And the Republic of Ireland content is in euros, and the Northern Ireland content is under UKGC, so it'll be standard stuff that you're used to. But a Kong, you think, Rosie? This has went a wee bit dead after that tease, hasn't it? We're not down any money on it yet, though. So how do you skip iCard anyway? But I understand that. I know that myself, mate. I put my ads and my intros and stuff all. I don't tend to scatter it all throughout. I put it all at the start and the end for people to flick through, because I know I'll waffle on a bit, like. game's better in base than 20 bonus. Yes, GC, absolutely. This is our 4th game. And we're still in the first 40 quid. Makes sense, giving a shot. Jimbo, it's all about time for me, mate. I'm really under pressure. I'm having to like spend slots at 3 o'clock in the morning here to get my hunts finished and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I just, every waking moment is, the back of your head has to be, right, I need this, I need to keep gathering for this hunt, or you know what I mean? What it was doing with me is it was going to force me to play fewer slots in each hunt, but obviously then raise the stakes. I don't want to do that. That's not how I play, so. That's not how I play my slots, man. Who looks after the dogs while you're away, Sham? My dogs have a full run of the place. They don't even need looked after. They're all 100% walled in, gardened in, protected, you name it. I live on my own, so I keep, there's always like sort of 3 days worth of food for the dogs, just in case I ever die. I don't want them eating me, having to eat me, you know. Give them a few days. Sure, I've got a nice selection of biscuits, GC. If you can't get a decent biscuit in Ireland, you're not trying hard enough. Home bakeries. Oh my god, there's home bakeries every other... Oh boy, oh boy. They like their home baked stuff, like. Which suits me nicely. This just went really cold now. That'll teach me for complaining about it. I'll give you a wee raise down to 440. We adopted a couple of dogs, a couple of Cocker Spaniels. Love wee Cocker Spaniels, great dogs, aren't they? They're such a perfect pet. Oh, mine are the ticks like, but and they're sort of, they came with that many issues, it's unbelievable, but you get used to each other, really. Don't want them eating me, aye, Shannon, that's what I think. Like, rather sort of, I wouldn't like them to be forced to do it. They would probably feel bad about it, you know. But I don't want them munching on my old dead body, like. Although I wouldn't begrudge them it, like, if they needed a bite of grub and I was the only thing there, I wouldn't begrudge them it, like. Sure, I wouldn't be using it by that stage, would I? Let's try this awful Megadon thing. Just to see if it's still as bad as I remember. They live together. No, we're not going to live together, Car. No, that's not it at all. We've rented an apartment that we all come and go to, and you can stay over in. That's it. You know, I'm not moving down there. Like, I'll be down 3 or 4 days a week. Where do we see it's 50s or 80s? Let's just do it in 50s because this game's not been very kind to me so far. My Cocker's off his rocker. Very good. You get a t-shirt with that, GC? Ah, you didn't want to just replace the Westies. I understand that, Jimbo. Get that 100%, mate. I'm not convinced by this game at all. I have really had nothing from it, even remotely, that I could say positive about it so far. Got a Beef Lightning or Megadon. There's Brummy. Oh, there you go. There, we're on you already, Brummy. I must have subconsciously read that. I'm not convinced. I would say there's probably a monster in this game, you know. But I'm just not convinced that you'll see it very often. As he told me doing his live over there, Jared, does he? I never, as I said, it's... our own content will change and things will happen that much that for me to say I'm going to be there certain days a week and everybody else to say I'm going to be there certain days a week and to tie ourselves to each other, that makes no sense. The whole idea is to add to your options, not remove options. So there's absolutely no integration whatsoever. It's completely, everybody's on their own. You have your own kit, you have your own, you know what I mean? It's 100%. We have a shared space that we can do joint things in, and that's it. You'll pop across to Dublin there from Wales or from England, Carl, you could get back and forth for cheaper than a taxi. It probably costs me more to drive than it costs for fuel to drive than it costs for the plane ticket. Come on now, give us a bonus. We have been spending a while already, hey. We've been spending 38 minutes and we haven't seen a sniff of a bonus yet, like. That's slightly concerning, isn't it? Given World Darts didn't even bonus. That's another issue. Oh, you see him look as you did in Mr. Q. Guys, I'm running a big hunt at the minute in Mr. Q. Funny enough. What day is this? This is Tuesday. It'll probably be up tomorrow actually. I'll hope to finish it this evening. I'm running a hunt there at the minute. It's nearly finished. I have about 18 bonuses on it. But when I went in to do it, it's as if I'm not having a good enough run on Mr. Q. When I went in to run it, there was £800 left from the last time we went down 50 quid to 800. When I went in, there was 1300 in the balance, and I checked my transaction history and I'd won a tournament, £500 in a tournament. It must have been because I'd done all that spinning last week. It must have been all the spinning got me it. Temple Tumble, good call that. I like that wee game. Legacy took 30 quid of me, no bonus. I'll do that, alright. The Hop Tubs communal, aye. It'll be that communal, I'll never be on one. No, it's not my scene, that, I'm afraid. I don't do all that sort of stuff. I'm quite a private individual. I like to be left alone, just. Aye, the fuel cost, Carl, in the last couple of years would have doubled, you know, really. But again, it's not an expense really. I could probably do one drive down, one drive up in a week, but I'll probably do two just to cut an overnight out, you know. Right, game. Do something. What about a tease or something, or just somebody let me know that we're actually involved in bonus hunting here. Gorilla Kingdom's been good to me lately. Usually good for a bonus. Not a bad old game, chaps. It's a good old game, that one. I still play it. It's an old one, like. I still play it. Not regularly, but fairly regular. Bonus on Outlaws Inc. the other day might be worth a try. Stuart, I do tend to leave those games to later on in the hunt, for they don't save for very long. I'll be worried about us gathering it now and it paying out by the time we got to opening. Only save for a couple of hours or something. I'm not sure how long they save for. I tend to leave that provider to late on. Or as long as we can anyway. I think we'd probably be alright, you know, but just to be sure. Oh. That started well. A few more of the jaws fell on 4 and 5 and that might have been alright. Still only £10 down in the slot though. He's not awful hard in the base. 2 symbols upgrade at 2. Let's see here, that's got to give me, that's not very many, Jesus. That's awful. Mars, how you doing? Big catch, Megaways, GC. What's he giving me this time? A yellow boy. Plenty of them. Well, you may go to the green one, really. No, you see, that's no good, like. Go away. I don't miss the pop-ups, I must admit. Got a golden catch, Shannon. Good old game. Moriarty Megaways is a good game too. Axos for 24 hours. No, they don't last for 24 hours. They don't last 24 hours at all. You wouldn't get 24 hours out of them. You'll get a few hours. They're the ones we always get caught on. Chaos Crew and them sorts of boys. They don't last 24. I think it's a maximum of 6 or 8 or something like that. I always pay first thing in the morning. Pay a ridiculous hour. You always get up in the morning and one's paid out. Oh, God. Oh, bonanza, Derek. You've given me some list here, folks. Bear in mind, by the way, that we haven't bonused anything yet. We haven't bonused a single thing. And this boy here ain't making much effort. I think it's time for a raise. He has been holding balance rightly. Oh, he's going to bonus maybe, has he? I'll take it. I'll take it. Come on. Nope. Right, he's up to an 80. We'll take him down to... Was he force... down about 15 quid. So we'll take him down to 415. Just can't get a bonus for loving our money today. We've tried a few different providers there too. But okay, sometimes the first one, it's like maybe having your first whittle when you're out for a session of pints. Once you have that first one, the rest of them come fairly easy. I'm not from the UK, by the way, Prob's the only one. Shader Light, no, you would be very surprised. We get some, I don't know whether it's the time of day or what it is, but we do get a fair selection of people now on our streams. The one good thing the internet did, it brought us all a wee bit closer, didn't it? What about a bonus spot? Tried any Thunder Kick yet? Nope, but we'll go there next. We've tried every other provider so far. We might as well try something else. We may as well. That's our last spin here now. You spend that all bloody day. You wouldn't bonus it. I'm not sure I like that game anyway, to tell you the truth. I'm not really convinced that I'm... They do have a sort by provider on here. But I'm not convinced that they have all their games properly sorted, if you know what I mean. Right, somebody said Wild Heist. I think, Andrew, let's do a bit of that. Do like Wild Heist anyway. Good old game. As a non-UK, the UK way of speaking really gets me. Haha, shader. I would be a slightly odd one even to the UK speakers, I'm afraid. We would have fairly heavy accents where I live now. Big Bass Dogan. Oh my god. Which one of those is your favourite? Probably the new one I think everybody likes, isn't it? Big Fin Bay from Brummy Banter. Jesus. Julie, thanks for the good luck. Thomas, thank you very much. Wee bit of clover there. Worky Poo's calling Jake, get you to your work. Earn the pennies, man. Earn the pennies. I'll always wait. I'll probably still be trying to catch my first bonus when you're finished your shift today. You have a dirty dog sign in the apartment? Probably. Have to get something, I would say. Got the coffee and tea making facility sorted. And the broadband sorted. That was pretty much all I wanted. Cheers, Shader. Enjoy your day. If Big Fay Bay... I never have a problem bonus in Big Fin Bay GC. It's just getting it to pay tends to be the problem. Game, you need to do something. You've been more rinsy than anything. We are dead spin after dead spin. Why don't you 10:30 tonight? Oh, a long one, Jake. Long one. This game going to go the whole way without ever actually paying anything. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on the base. There's luck. Yo-ho, we get 15p. That's a bad base, hey. Oh, we get a wee card. Random wild. Get a few of them in there, you boy. More's the call. That's not bad, actually. That pretty much leaves you one spot there for a row, doesn't it? Yeah, 50. I will take that. It needed that, but it was doing absolutely nothing. Oh, teasing. Teasing. I nearly believed there. Make sure you hide the chalky bars from Bob, absolutely. The trick with chalky bars is have so many that they'll even, you know, for them to leave you with none, they would need to second themselves, you know. So just put so many in that there's never going to be a problem with chocolate bars. And a 4 scatter trigger and golden catch yesterday, 20p, and 2 re-triggers, and the bonus was just going off, paid 80 quid, very nice. My best hit on it was a double re-trigger as well, funny enough, Jordan. That time it paid me well, it was 2 re-triggers as well. I think the re-trigger certainly helps it. Vegas Megaways, Big John plays quite good. We tried it, but it's broke here for some reason. It wouldn't load. Must be a wee problem with it today. I don't remember this game being as bad in the base, to tell you the truth. But occasionally it would drop you walking wilds and stuff. Aye, Bob's not forgiven me for buying his bar of chocolate and eating it. Aye, all I had to do was turn up that day and make a cup of coffee. If he'd have been at home and made me coffee, he'd have got his chocolate. Give us a better one. Random wild again. Let's see what he does this time. You put them in a fairly decent position the last time. Not so good this time. Although he done alright. No, 325. He didn't really, did he? Jesus. Just give us a bonus game. Janine, how are you? Freezing cold Perth. Are you foundered? We forget what the bad weather's like so much now. It's been good so long that we sort of nearly take it that that's how life is now. Just entered a competition and the prize is either 3,000 Freddos or £1,000 cash. I'd take 3,000 Freddos happy enough, you know, but I think I might probably make myself sick every Saturday probably for a wee while. You'd have to limit how many days you made yourself sick in a day, wouldn't you? Or in a week. Many times you did that, like. 5 pots of riches for a nice quick bonus. Jesus, we need something, boy. We need something, Ryan. This one's starting to rinse a bit too much now. I'm going to have to run away, I think. Give him a couple more spins. That was a really poor effort from this game this time. There was nothing there at all. They're usually a more fun game to play, that. Try a bit of beef lightning. Sometimes drops a wee early one. Just occasionally. And he hasn't been good to me lately. So I'm due one. But the balance is decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. And we have not got a single bonus yet. What's going on with these BTG games today? The hell's wrong with them, like? I'll try another one just in case it is a BTG thing. It seems to be only their games. What else is looking at me here? Oh, bit of white rabbit, maybe a wee bit of white rabbit. Piggy Riches is a red tiger, Andy. It doesn't save, I'm afraid. Now there was my last bonus in this, look. It was over 100x, wasn't too bad. Something similar would be nice. And for some no limits, I think that's probably going to come soon, yep. Temple Tumble, Callan, I'm probably going to go there next, I think. A bit of Temple Tumble and a wee bit of Beast Mode or something, maybe. The Scorcher in Scotland, not much wind. Aye, and I'm noticing that, it's very, not much air out there. Not much of a breeze happening. We're expecting snow for the first time in 25 years. Jesus. 25 years? My God. I thought maybe you would give us a wee early one there. This game does tease a wee bit. And amongst doing absolutely nothing. What's the for the player game with the racing cars? Racing cars. Not 60-second heist, is it? How does it feel to be back from Ireland? It's not a big trip to me, Adam. It's just to drive down the road, mate. It's not really, you know, there's not a massive... No, it's not like I've been anywhere, do you know what I mean? It's not really... It doesn't feel like I've been anywhere. I mean, that's a drive that I could have... I could drive there to just, you know, go for a meal or... You know, it's that sort of drive, like. A wee bit of a woman there. 1250, we'll take that. But here, this is not looking great here as far as bonuses is concerned, is it? Do we have any bonuses? Not a single one. Nope. Not a single one, boy. We've been spinning now for 55 minutes. And I'm not even sure... I could probably count my teases in one hand. There's another tease there now, though. Ah. The tease is a fair bit this game, to be fair. You'll have to play it twice on here for it to load again. I play it on here a lot and you have to play it out twice. I thought I did load it twice. I'll try again. I'll load it the other one twice. Rally Riches. Oh, right, that's a fairly old one, is it not? Don't really play a lot yet, tell you the truth. The for the player games are on here, or coming on here. They're on the LNL Europe platform, but I don't think it's on. I don't think they're on yet. So I don't have them. I don't think. I can check to see what is now, but I don't think they're on yet. I know the deal's done for us. I seen it announced. Wildflower's the only one's been doing stuff. We tried it earlier, Adam. Couldn't get near it, Wildflower. None of them, just nothing bonus. And the only thing with Wildflower, at least that teased. But somebody seems to, you're right, Thomas, somebody seems to have turned the bonuses off. They've just turned bonus functionality completely off. Bearing in mind here in All British, I had a great run not that long ago. Sure, I was bonusing things for fun the last time I was here. There's the wee boyo. Always looks a bit stoned, that boy, doesn't he? He doesn't give me much there, boy. What about Euphoria to warm the cockles up? I'm not sure if Euphoria's on here either. I'll check, like, I'm not sure if it is. I'll put it on the list anyway. I'm not sure if it's here or not. What's that all about? Maybe need to go a bit less volatile than this one next. How's it going, ya boy? Hi, Winspin, how are you? Only started my channel back up again, took about 11 months out. Could you give us a mention, please? Sorry to be a pain. Absolutely no problem at all. Winspin Slots, glad to see you back. Everybody give them a wee check out there. Good luck with it all. No limit or relax next. Aye, we're going to do Temple Tumble next, I think. Been requested a couple of times there too, so. Hi Raphael, thanks for the good luck. That's an hour now. An hour, no bonuses. Boys, oh boys, oh boys. Maybe we're lucky enough to only be 100 and, what, we're 122 quid down or 121 quid down. We're probably lucky enough to be only down that. Those wee base hits that we had along the way certainly helped, I think. Wee 30 quids, a couple or three of them. You'll get 5 bonuses in 50 minutes at some point. Ah, you do get runs like that, Alex. You get wee runs like that. It does this here to you sometimes, and what it does is it tilts you, and then you run up the stakes too quickly or something like that. You can turn your problem into a bigger problem very quickly. Primal might be the one, Red Eye. Primal's a good call. Old Primal's been threatening me lately too. Really has been threatening me. Threatening to actually pay me, not just bonus for a change. 5 bonuses and jam and jars at the weekend, and biggest was 23x. Didn't even know you could get 5. I'll come fast. Wubba Dubba for a quick one. I don't know. I'm not a wild fan of Wubba Dubba, to tell you the truth. I play it because people like it. People request it. It's not a game I really like. I think it's just pretty predictable. Does the same thing every single time you play it, like. You play it really to hit the old wee base along the way, I think. Hiya Horse is on the list, Jimbo. Evan, how are you? I hope you're well. Right, this has been spinning away. It's only 11 or 12 quid down. It's not that bad on the base, like, but it's a bit of a boring spin, isn't it? I'll maybe spin that for a hunt somewhere else at some stage, and where I can just set it spinning. We'll raise it here. We'll give him a wee raise, take him down to 370. Now would be the time to bonus game, you know, just if you're in the mood. In that big bamboo game, do you have to gamble the spins, or can it pay with a given 5 to 8 spins? I think it can, but I just don't know how it can. I don't know how it ever will. It probably can, like, it only takes 1 spin in any of those games, but I tend to go for the gold stuff on it every time, which means I don't get very many bonuses on it. That's the problem. I find it very hard to bonus at the best of times anyway. I've nearly stopped trying, tell you the truth. I've almost stopped trying. What was I going to go for there? Yes, Temple of Tumble, wasn't it? Oh, Temple Tumble. Why do you have Temple Tumble? No Temple Tumble? That doesn't make sense. I swore I played it on here before. Don't know. I'm baffled by that. We can already look again. Maybe I missed it. No, they don't seem to have it. That's really weird. It's been a week or so since I played here, so I can't really remember. Maybe they don't have the relax on here. They mustn't do. They mustn't do. They haven't them mustn't have them all on yet. Oh well, no big panic. Let's have a wee look and see. We are having a bit of a problem with a couple of these BTGs, but let's get a wee look at double fruits. Somebody has requested here. We need a bonus. This is probably not the right one to be going to for one, but can you play Blue Wizard? I got Bob playing it on Saturday. It doesn't, just because you talk Bob and it doesn't mean you've talked me into it. I don't really know it's a game I play, to tell you the truth. I've tried it, but I'll put it on the list, like. I've tried it and there's nothing really that made me want to really rush back to it, if you know what I mean. Roulette free spins is on the list here. I don't know about the quick one, Matthew. I'm not sure it's ever bonus quick, like. DK Shogun, how you doing? At what turn point does a hunt turn into a punt? I wouldn't panic just yet, DK, because you know, one good base hit here fixes things, you know. I wouldn't panic just yet. It has to go by halfway before I start to worry. That's the problem, as I say, with slots. They can run you into panic far too early. You know, really, we're 130 quid down at the minute. I mean, it's one big base hit, really. I some Danger. Well, Danger's been back to life again lately, hasn't he? Everybody's enjoying him again. God, he was brutal for so long, wasn't he? We could do with something bonusing. I know that. With some Clover Gold might have to go on the list, David, for sure. I have a big long list now, folks, to be honest with you. I'm nearly on to my second column. Quite a nice wee bonus in Opal Fruits. I think the last time I played it in a hunt, it was pretty decent. Some jamming jars, see if you do better than me. Jamming can be brutal, like. Jamming can be brutal. It's giving me some lovely hits though. This is a difficult game to bonus. It's probably the wrong one to be on for us at the minute, but it does occasionally drop an early one in. Two bonuses Danger last week, both of them re-triggered and still only paid 80x. I'll do that alright. It will do that for sure. Ozzy's had a couple of really nice hits on it. He re-triggered skulls not that long ago, which I've never seen happen before. Wild Sharks, Brian, I'm not sure they're on here. It might be, it might actually be one of the few that is. I'm not sure there's an awful lot of them on here. The for the player games. Not yet, but they have the deal done, so they will be soon. Don't really like these sorts of games. What? You mean like, don't know what you mean, like drop games, these types of ones with a... There's a hell of a lot like them, unfortunately. Takes a wee bit of time to bonus this one. It's a more not really a game for this. For lives, I think. Look at that. More now bonus hunt where you could sort of set it gathering and forget about it for a wee while, you know, that sort of way. I would used to be, when I played quite a lot of Oval Fruits, and I would always have said 300 spins for a bonus, you know. 5 there. Aye, the ones with 4 scatters. The funny with this, it sometimes likes to give you a wee early tease, and that can drop in occasionally, but we haven't even had that. It can drop that early one in occasionally, it can just appear from nowhere, but it's not a game that traditionally bonuses quickly for me, this one, I'm afraid. Afternoon, Ben. I was finding this game drops either in the first 50 or 500. There you go, Andrew. That's nearly sort of what I'm saying there just on it. That wee early one. Danger's the same. Danger always gives you an early tease, and it drops sometimes as well. Although it tends not to take as long to bonus, you know, most times. There's a tease there now. Look, that's our first. Drop it in. That would cheer me right up. I would love Oval Fruits to be on my list, given that I don't have a list so far. Those grapes can pay. That premium symbol really pays in this slot. But man, it doesn't hit it often. Decent wagering game, it's definitely doing that alright. It is a game for wagering probably, it does, it holds the balance fairly well, usually over longer periods. It's like Bonanza, it tends to. Like, the longer you play it, the more it evens itself out. If you can be lucky with those wee ×3s and the right symbol, you can get some lovely hits on it too. Just keeps dropping that F in there and blocking space, which stops you getting wins. Not as easy to spell free as you think. Right, we're 20 quid down in the slot. I'm going to raise them 2 wee notches and take them down to 340. If he's going to bonus, we might as well have a bonus and worth having. Just looking down your list to see what we'll go to next here. I think we will try a couple of no limits maybe. Even get something on the list. Bonanza drops faster than this. I know it does. Probably more often, probably does actually. I think Bonanza would drop an earlier one more often than this, like. had his chances, I think, really. One more spin. Just too long a game to spin that. You could spin that for another hour to bonus it. It's the problem with it, you know. That is the problem with it. Right, we're in bad shape here. This is pretty much a disaster so far. We're heading into disaster stage. That's 160 quid down now, no bonus. Time this boy dropped us an early one. We could do with a base hit if we're not going to get a bonus, if we're not going to start and get a few bonuses soon. Lots are hungry today. They've been hungry for a few days here, Sean. How was it having no gambling restrictions in Ireland? Adam, I'm only feeding away at the minute. To tell you the truth, I haven't really got the full benefit of it. I'll get much more benefit the next time I go down, you know. I was setting things up. I was only spinning some slots to keep me company because I was too excited to be in there. But I'll start on earnest this week, you know. Beast mode time angry. That's what I'm actually beginning to wonder, is beast mode on here? It didn't have that other, a temple toggle, which is really weird. Let's get a bonus of some bloody sort, some description. Let's get a bonus before we hit 300 quid at least. Surely to God, on £200 worth of spinning, an hour and 15 minutes, and a couple of £100 worth of spinning, you'd be fit to see a bonus, wouldn't you? You think the DJ looks like Hideous, do you? Brilliant. He's got the moves up there that Hideous has, hasn't he? I'm not sure Hideous would do so many of the tattoos in his head and all right now. Hard going again today. It is alright. It is alright. It's as tough as it gets there, really. It doesn't get any worse than that. Bob, how's it going, mate? Bob, how do you get a single bonus? We're an hour and 15 minutes in, man. We can't get a bonus at all, like. We didn't even get darts. My God. And the only one teased us really at all much was Wildflower. I think the rest of them really didn't bother much with teases at all. Here we go, there's a tease, look. Not happening. Not sure where you get me a win here, really. Not much. Daniel O'Donnell, how are you doing? I've had better base hits in this game than I've had bonuses, funny enough. Good ad for gambling this, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're not dead yet, but I think once we start to get to 200, nearly about 250 quid, you have to stop at that stage. If you've no bonuses and half your money, you have to decide, right, do something else. So at that stage, we'll just pump. I think Azzy's just hit a 7500x on a bonus buy, did he? Oh my God. He's down south living at large, is he? Brilliant. I haven't been talking to anybody today at all. That's just awesome. I'm scared of bonus buys, like. You bet. I never really bought bonuses before, even when we were able to, you know, so I'm not really big on it, but I'll soon get up to speed. Chuck it all at red? Nah, I don't do that sort of stuff, like. Not ready to panic just yet, but I'm getting close to panicking. think once I break that 300 quid barrier, I'll be panicking. That's where you'll get paid in this. Do you see when those dropped there and they went to the times 6s and stuff? That's how you'll get paid in this. That's the only time I've ever been paid is with that feature hitting. As he keeps hitting big X ones like that, he'll want to live in there and forever. And he'll just play it the same thing. It is and it's not, David. You would be up on the stakes and stuff like that there. It's not really the same thing. Plus you would stay on ones and stuff. When you're treating a slot for a hunt, you do tend to treat it a wee bit differently. But you're just nursing at that stage. All you're doing is nursing your balance to try and nurse it up a bit, hoping to find a hit somewhere. Bonuses are irrelevant, really. Well, not irrelevant. You would take them. 40 cents, 3k return. That's a phenomenal return for 40, isn't it? That's brilliant. He was due a good one, as he's been threatening knocking the door in big wins without really getting a monster like that, you know. Nice to see. What about a bonus? The boys. That's a nice wee introduction for him. He'll be well happy with that. What was the game? Do we know what game it was? Alvin was scared of bonus buys, angry. You have the most self-control. I'm tight. Andrew, is that what we're reckoning? I'm probably tight a bit. This game's rinsing the absolute hell out of us. And doing nothing for it. Absolutely nothing for it. There was nothing in that base. That base game there was probably the quickest rinsing out of them all so far now. Unbelievable just how bad this has been. Just absolutely unbelievable how bad this has been. I'm just going to go looking for one now and see if I can find something that might jump out. What about a blueprint maybe? Time for a blueprint. We need something to save our hide here. Let's get a bit of a base hit and legacy, hurrah. We'll take a bit of this. Right. Let's get that wee lady there all the way across, please. This thing here loves to throw a base hit in, but it can really mug you off in the bonus. Phenomenal potential this game, but best who ever had Doghouse Megaways, 10,000x and a pound of spin. 10,000x and a pound stake would be phenomenal. £20 spin, Jesus Christ. £20 spins, my god, man. There's a wee lady nearly all the way across, 12 quid. She can really pay if you can get her a wee bit of ways, you know. Get her in the bonus landings what you want. Just practicing for when you hit her, and I don't know, that's really not looking very promising today, mate. Here we've been in worse shapes. We have been in worse shapes. If you look at that big run that I'm on for Mr. Q Casino at the minute, I'm running, I'm on my 10th video, which I say I think I'll be up tomorrow. It was down to one roulette spin, right down to my final roulette spin, I think about the third video, so you can never really say never, like. You do footy bets, Angry? Daniel, I did one at the weekend. I backed, there was a special on Paddy Power. I threw it up on Twitter, actually. You should follow me on Twitter if you don't. I done your man Haaland to be, they done a, Paddy Power had a special, your man Haaland to have a shot on target on both halves of the match. They gave 3 to 1. It was a 6 to 4 bet and they gave 3 to 1 on it. So that was, they'd only a max tenner on it, so I put £10 on it, £40 back. Happy days. I might stop for the season now in front. Go for one of your old faithful games. They were letting me down too there, Ian. Aye, the Mr. Q runs great, Sean. I'm getting a fairly decent list on the gather at the minute, so I'll get another video out of it, I would say. Like, I'm just running on, but they gave me a saying like a £500 tournament win on it as well, so I had to cash it out when I went to gather. With another 500 quid cashed out. I'm assuming that's just because I've obviously been spending a pile of slots and they've added me up on something. You're a City fan, are you? I'm not a City fan, I'm a Liverpool man, but business is business, you know what I mean? Fandom doesn't come into it when it's a bet. If it does, it's a bad influence. Didn't do Hammer of Vulcan the other day. I must check to see if it's here, Janine. That's a great game. I loved Hammer of Vulcan. We never got to it, that's right. It'll be our first bonus, I bet you. If it is here. This game here is not always easy bonus. I think the potential that this thing has in the bonus is off the scale. And it can drop you some lovely base hits in this game. Like, look at this game. It's Red Eye. It's a great game, but just set your limit before you get into it, because it can bloody rinse you like them all. Like, but it's holding balance really well there at the minute. We're £3 down on it. I just like expanding symbols and mega ways together in the bonus. It doesn't fall very often, but the potential of that is actually scary. Got a free £5 bet builder in Paddy Power the weekend. Did you use it? No, I didn't, Daniel. I nipped in just to see what shrapnel I had left to do a footy bet. And I spied that wee thing. I just threw the tenner on it and come away again. I was too busy. We've been away a couple of days and stuff. I was just too busy to get my football bet sorted. Everything runs behind when you're behind, boy. Having a bad start, Azzy. I'm having a bad start. Any chance of you buying me a wee bonus there? And send me it through, because I can't hit one worth a damn, like. We've been spinning now for an hour and 25 minutes, and we have a sum total of 0 bonuses. Not a single bonus have we had. But you're making tea, Azzy. Get the tea made. That tea maker thing, that's a great job that I bought that water. Instant hot water thing. Saves any hassle. Far better than a kettle. Ah, you needed West Ham to score and they didn't. Oh, there you go. I'm spending yours. Ha ha ha. Make sure you wash your cup, you dirty dog. You leave me a lot of dirty cups. I'll be worse than your wife for nagging you, like, if you do that. Afternoon, Bob Marley. Well, we're nearly past the good luck stage, Bob Marley. We're at the afternoon angry miracle. I know what you need to do to get a bonus high. I was loving life until someone interrupted my peace. That put you off, Bob, would it? I want to get down. You can tell me, I would just have to assume he didn't. And if he did, yeah, well, what the hell, I'll drink on. As long as I don't see him, I'll be fine. Oh, give me a bonus. Please, let me think that I'm involved or something today. Pretend I'm involved and give me a bonus. Feels good. I'm not giving nothing away, but I've broken my biggest X one twice. You can't be bad to that. You really can't be bad to that. I bought a couple just messing about, and I must admit I found them very rinsy, the buying. But obviously there's big wins there. Right, I've now got a butterfly. What? Why would you want to be here? Go away. Random things come in my window, like. I've got a butterfly flying around my screen now. Why would you come in here, like? Isn't it a beautiful day out there? The session's so like 99% of mine. This is that you do hit like this, like. When you seen that video yesterday, I took an absolute rinse and I couldn't hit for love nor money, like. You do get those, there's no question about it. The problem is everybody sees my good run on Mr. Q and thinks I'm making a fortune, but most of the times in the good run, what's actually happening is I'm just maintaining balance, you know, most times. I have had a few nice cash outs out of it, like, but most times you're just maintaining balance. Just not getting a bite. We're not getting teases here either. Do we have a tease in this? Don't remember it. A bit worrying, isn't it? That's a lot of tens there. I'll just take the auto clicker off. That's a bit fairly decent wee hit there, I think. 32 quid, very nice. It's only in a few tens. Right, you get a raise for that because we're now up on the slot. I don't want to stay on you that much longer. But we'll give you a wee spell at 80 and see how you do. What about a tease? One tease. Has it been one tease, has it? Shocking. Can you go on a run of teases? This game here likes to tease, like. I had one tease, unbelievable. Very capable of those base hits. You see those tens, I mean, if they had been a better symbol, you could have been looking at a very nice hit there. Been it all British and Bob, yes. Afternoon, Glennis. What's the game where the butterflies line up on the bonus? The butterflies line up on the bonus. I'm not sure, Bram. Aye, Chief Dance, they haven't. The Chief Dance and deleted the bonuses. They have, alright. Last time I actually had a great old run. Got a great wee series at ABC the last time, like. I like your first interactions with a casino to be cashing out. You know, it's good. It always gives me a good impression of them. Here's a tease. Give us a bonus. They're bad ways, it's not landing. Always think when you get bad ways after it, that's it, telling you it's not happening. We've got one bonus and I'll go for 2000x. I have faith in the Angry Jam. Jesus, Bob, you have more faith than me today, boy. You have more faith than me, man. I think when we go down to 250, we just go punting. That's so we'll go up and down stakes a bit and mess about and try and see if we can't earn a balance back, because just sit and spinning these and watching them take 30 quid a slot's getting a wee bit monotonous. Lindsay, it's going awful. We have absolutely no bonuses. We've been spending all that time. All British Casino, really top casino, customer service absolutely superb. Aye, they're quite a good outfit, aren't they? They're a good outfit. They're really trying, since they've reskinned it from the last time I'd seen it before. They've sort of reskinned their site and all, and it's a nice site, like. Again, I had that lovely introduction to it where I had a nice wee run, so obviously you start off with a good impression of the place, you know. Ah, big dirty tease, boy. I nearly believed in that one. I nearly did believe in that one. I don't know what the hell today makes me think I'm ever going to land a bonus, but I had a moment there. Bob's in Ireland getting sorted. Good man, Bob. Get her all set up. Make sure that Aussie boy's not laying a lot of dirty cups. It's lunchtime slots are hungry. Aren't they half high? They're bloody hungry today, aren't they? Greedy wee dogs. This one's actually, well, we're only 15 quid down on him after that base hit. We've had a few wee 30 quid base hits along the way, or we would probably be skint by now. Let this get down to 270 and then we'll run from this one. Shouldn't have to tell me twice, Lindsay, I know that. There's another 30 quid, 10s again too. Do that well, decent symbol, you boy. That wee lady, she would pay. She would pay. She was chipping and buy a dishwasher angry. Ah, Kiri, just as long as you do it as you go along, like, you can't go wrong. Professor Numptyhead, I love that name, like. Good luck, thank you very much. Professor Numptyhead, love it. It works with my accent, Numptyhead. Maybe it just need to work with some accents, like. Good luck, Angry. I'm just back from getting married in Indonesia. Excellent, Barry. Congratulations. Fair play to you. I hope you had a really good trip too. Sam, how are you? This wee game's really holding base well. I deserve a bonus in this game, don't I? For sticking it out this long. Still no game yet, but unbelievable. Oh, come on, that's 2 teasers in a row now. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. What about Gates of Olympus? Haha, good call, Brian, good call. I'll put him on the list for sure. I can't slag that game anymore now, like. Just can't slag it anymore, not for a wee while anyway. I'll get back to slagging it again, you know, but we're still in our honeymoon period now, me and it. Angry broke Gates of Olympus. It definitely surprised me that day, I must admit. Right, game, we've just spun you too long now. We're only 6 quid down on the slot, but it's been spinning for 15 minutes now. It's just too long. We'll give him another wee raise down to 280. Just in case he wants to finally drop that wee bonus. I would love to bonus it now. If you wanted to find a pile of those 10s again, I can accept that too. Man, this is brutal, isn't it? A wee bit of brutality, really. Let's buy him one more spin, just. I didn't this time. Right, okay. This is a serious bit of a tank in here, folks. Right, let's see here. Let's do that Eye of Horus. If Eye of Horus doesn't bonus, you know you're in trouble. We'll give it 30 quid and then we have a decision to make at half of our balance by that stage. Have you played Sausage Party recently? It's a good game. I wouldn't be a big fan of Sausage Party. I find it very hard to bonus. It's just a standard old blueprint, really. They have loads of those games, you know, that you throw them in for a bit of fun occasionally, but right, we're giving this 30 quid. We'll try him at an 80. But he's only getting 30 quid, and then we have to decide what we're going to do after that when we just go punting. We'll go and pick a few games. The only good thing with that is it doesn't limit us then, because we're not saving games, we're not limited to at all. Still looking at big winning gates. That one I had, Bob's the only one I've ever had. There's no bonus I could ever really look at in that game and say, that was a good one, you know. I've occasionally scraped 100x on it, but it's never been a game that's paid me. I only resurrected it from a banned list because somebody tortured me in a stream to play it. There's 16 quid. We'll take a bit of that. Buys you a few spins, Horus, if nothing else. Aye, and then get a bit of Merlin, you think, Red Eye? Could be. 30 slots today, they are alright. At 5000x twice on gates, my multiplier was over 1500. Brilliant. I think that multi of mine the other day only made 800 odd, but it still paid bloody well. It's a cracking bonus, like. It's never behaved like that even remotely. I didn't even know it had a 250x multi. I thought that it had 100. I've seen one of them occasionally. I've never seen it drop 250s like that. It was crazy. Casual Drifter, how you doing? Back down to 20p spins. Angry seems to bonus more. I know that, David. It's a time thing when you're on alive. That's why you're sort of forced up to 60s and 80s rather than 40s, you know. It's the time to... the time it would take. I know they should all bonus, but this should bonus. I know, you've just sort of think if I a Horus doesn't bonus, you know your hunt's in trouble, really. I think that's probably why I play so much of it. Just so you, if it's been bad, you know your list's in trouble. There's a bonus. Yoo-hoo, a 4 scatter one too. Get in there. Don't think 4 scatters does anything for you. I don't think it gives you extra spins run. Don't think it does a lot for you. But anyway, it's a bonus. It is a bonus. I suppose I better open up my wee thing in case that's us getting a list now. But that pretty much... that was our last slot before we were stopping the hunt there, so... let's get back to your list. Silverback. I'm not sure if these boys have it, but let's find out. They do. Silverback Multiplier Mountain. I think this was your call, Andrew, was it? I nearly know this is your call, actually. I like this wee game. This we call no silverback. They hardly show in the bonus. And they're hard to hit. When they do hit, they pay well. They really do. I would tend to get the gorillas in this. You would get base hits from them more often than you would see them in the bonus. The bonus, if you can hit a lot of ways on aces or kings or something like that in the bonus, I think that's where I would tend to get paid, you know. On this one anyway. It's a bonus hunt. Tell me that's not the first. That is the first. That's the first bonus. That is the first bonus, like. Unbelievable, isn't it? We were going down to 250 and then we were stopping the hunt and just going punting. Mind when it gave you 360 then the bonus right at the back of it. Aye, that's right. That's exactly right. Get a wee bonus here game. This game can be... I've found this... It used to be my go-to game, or it was one of my go-to games, but lately it's been hard to bonus. Oh, give us a wee birds in the last, please. That had a chance to go nice there. 24 quid though. We'll take it. All donations gratefully accepted at this stage of the game. What's your biggest win off your lowest stake? I think that Rocket Reels one, Jack, the 8,242x. Would have been my biggest one. What was that, on a 60p or something, was it? I do honestly believe that I get more bonuses, more big bonuses at the lower stakes, but I suppose that's probably natural anyway. It's a basic mathematics thing. I hit 700x in Dinosaur Rage by quick spin yesterday, 40p. Interesting slot, Bob. I have it banned. It's a horrendous slot. It looked like it really had chances, but I just can't get paid on it. Cannot get paid on it at all. I had it right up. I had all the dinosaurs and all, just still couldn't get paid. I find it far too brutal. Far too brutal. I had to ban it. The only person I've ever seen getting paid on it was Azzy, funny enough. Azzy had a nice hit on it once. Right, we are 18 quid up in this slot. Or 19 quid up in this slot, so I think we'll maybe do a wee raise. I think we do have to push our luck a wee bit today now, because we are a bit... We're kind of in deep doo-doo, as they say. You do bonus buys, Angry, if you could. Seen it, I can. Haha. We have our Ireland. If you look at yesterday's video, the Ireland content will be coming now. There will be bonus buys in it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing a lot of bonus buys and stuff, but they'll be useful for the live streams and stuff like that, for a wee bit of fun after a hunt and all, you know. Big John Slots, how are you doing? How's the holiday going, dude? You haven't been arrested yet or anything? How come you play in pounds but then sometimes in euros? Gareth, I've done 2 euro videos, like literally 2 the last 2 days, and I explain 100% in them. I even have it in the background on the image. It says it. I'm in Ireland. We have set a base up in Ireland. It's only an hour and 20 minutes drive away, so that's, you'll see some content from Ireland and some from the UK now. I live in Northern Ireland now. Just up from the pool for a wee relaxing J and a shot of the aircon. Very nice. You're loving it anyway. Happy days. Nothing. I don't think I've ever really been on a bad holiday, you know. I know some people get their all upset about wee silly things and let it ruin it, but I tend not to, like. Come on. Can be a good bonus, this. I've got a bonus buy for a competition winner. Aye, Dodgy, we'll get to all that again. I'm only finding my feet. I've only the place is only set up. Literally, I mean, them 2 videos was me trying out for the first time, you know what I mean? I will get to all that. It'll take time to get the routine sorted again and all, and then we'll be able to do all sorts of stuff, you know. Take the dogs with me? No. The dogs are getting old now. They're very set in their ways, and they're not. They can't really mix with people very well. They're one person dogs, I'm afraid. So they're best kept in their own home environment, like. Never holidayed in Bognor. Angry, no. I've been in Bognor, G-Crow, but I've never holidayed there, no. Sorry, I must have missed it. Sorry, Gareth. I said do waffle on there. I've explained it 1,000 times a day. Just I know I sound as if I was moaning about it. I'm not really. It just no, with 2 bases now, really. That's really what it is. I couldn't tell you the split as far as what days I'll be down or anything like that there. I don't know. I may chop and change it just and make it ad hoc each week. I don't know. I really don't know.
I would like to have at least settle one of my lives down there to allow us bonus buys and stuff on the live, so I'll try and arrange around that, you know. It'll probably ease in with me. I tend to do everything in stages. I don't rush into too much. These people need to scrape the sheets off the bed. Oh, well, that's their sheets, or their own sheets, or their own affairs, the man says. I ain't mommy, and nobody else is mommy either, you know what I mean? Right, game, what about a bloody bonus? What have you got to do, like? We really can't let Aya Horus be our only bonus. That's not a hunt, that's just... that's absolute nightmare. Bad you have to move to exploit gaming rules. Garth, it's the time thing, it's the time restrictions. I can't... there we go. I actually can't make my content anymore. I can't get it made. And what they're doing is they're forcing me up on stake. So I either move to Ireland or I'm forced up on stake. I don't want to go up on stake. The regulations are making my life very awkward, but it's just they don't make regulations for streamers. It's not how it's done, you know. We have to just assume that's how things go. Wee bit of danger. They have to protect the vulnerable, and unfortunately we're the oddity, you know what I mean, in the whole thing. So we feel it just. But you gotta do what you gotta do, isn't that it? Now, 80p seems to be our stake. We have 2 at 80p now, so I think we'll have to do it again. Two bonuses. Another one, and we can officially call it a list, isn't that it? A quick spin game for a bonus. We did try a couple, Dodgy. We did try a couple earlier there. I'm just playing through a couple that were still on the list here. I'm going to go and do Primal after this, I think. Somebody suggested it. It was probably a good call. Big Bass usually bonuses easily for me. Any of them. Got to 10x on bigger Bass, and then big Bass Splash on the same day. Paid nice, very nice. I'm not an awful fan of the Barry games. I think probably when we only had Big Bass on its own, I think I liked it more. Now that we have all those other ones and I've realised how crap they are, I think it's ruined the whole Big Barry or the whole Big Bass experience for me, you know. Absolutely, Garth, the coffee's what it's all about, mate. I just left and come back now, the list is huge. You're right, that's it, mate. We've doubled it. I doubled the list while you were away. We're flying. One more and we have a list. That's, at least we have a list. Dark Lord, how you doing? Oh, if that had a hit, that would have been lovely, hey. Oh man, that had a chance there. What did it miss on? It missed on one reel there, didn't it? It still paid okay there because we're 18 quid in front. Let's get after a screen scratch after danger. Good idea. I don't do this. I don't do scratch at all. I don't do them. I don't even understand the concept. To tell you the truth, I just don't do them. Like Jordan Grail, easy to bonus. Throws in too many bad ones. He's out playing scam. Darl, I'm afraid. They've made so many variations of Sword and the Grail, that idea of the bonus and the increase in multiplier, and they've made a hash of every single one. It's amazing how many times they've screwed that idea up in games. Green Knight was such a disappointment. I've never forgiven them for that one. The game should have been brilliant, and it's rubbish. I thought we were getting in there, boy. If this would bonus in the next 12 quid, it'll be a free bonus, which would be very useful at this stage of the game. How many bonuses do I have? Ray, we have 2, mate. It's that bad I haven't put the list up yet. I'm waiting on a third one. Any Eye of Horus, that's one of my two. That's one of the two. That's what broke our duck, Eye of Horus Megaways. Come on, Danger, you're still £5 up. If you could bonus in that £5, that's what I like. That is what I like to see. Danger seems to revert to its usual self after being hot for a while. Aye, that was straight back, just popped his head up for a wee while and he didn't like it. He's way back again. Gator gold diving, that's probably a good call. If I can remember and get the right one. I played that in a hunt the other day and I played the wrong one. I didn't play the deluxe one. I couldn't understand where my gamble was. Little Devil seems to bonus for me the most. Aye, it's not awfully hard to bonus as a game, Little Devil. Harder to get it to pay you. Danger's doing his usual self here, and he's holding base fairly well. We're still, well, we're £5 down now on the slot, but maybe flatten the moth, the butterfly. I don't know where he went. Opened the window a bit more to let him out, but I don't know if he disappeared out or he's sitting parked up somewhere. You know the way they like to park up and they pull their wings in and all, and then you find them in the winter. Like, have you been sleeping in my house for 3 months, you dog? Old mate Yeti, I'm not sure he's on here. I know they're coming. L&L have the deal done with him. I've seen it in the news there, or the news about it recently, but I don't think it's on here. I think 9k Yeti is, but 90k isn't yet. When you've played 90, you don't want to go back to 9, like. Danger gave us that wee base hit and a couple of teases and then went to sleep. Absolutely to sleep. Want it dead or a while. I think it is on here right enough. We probably will try it right enough near the end, I would say. There's a few more of those, £7. More fantastic fit again. They don't have them. They don't have them here, Adam. They don't have them for the player games. Gorilla Mayhem, we tried. Wasn't a bonus. Wasn't a bonus. But then that could say that about every game we've played, really. Had a bonus Danger last night, took high voltage, multi-ladder come out once and it missed. Bonus paid 46p on top of the trigger. Aye, it does that. That's the problem with that one too. And it's really annoying because you have so many spins. You know, you go there because of the extra spins. But it's like Doghouse. I had 15 in Doghouse once and it didn't give me a single wild. It's the most horrible bonus to play out. Right, come on, Danger. You were doing so well. Now we're 20 quid down, no sign of a bonus. It's not looking so well anymore. I thought I'd cried one in though. It's dropping those times sixes, just not hitting massive with them, but it is threatening, isn't it? X has been brutalising me this week. It really has. Aye, they're not on here. Those relaxed games, they're not on here. Those. Just watched the Rocket Race video. Whoa. Aye, and that was a random one. That was a very random. I think it was the first time I played the game. Bob was playing it live. And it popped on and we just thought, I'll have a look at that for a crack. Danger, danger. No bloody danger of a bonus from you anyway, I know that. Been in the pool all day, every day. Brilliant. Loving it. React Tunes. Not really a game that is bonus hunt friendly, Brian. The bonus is a sort of a 2-second thing. React Tunes is a sort of a game you would play. You'd sit and play at for a while. It's not really a bonus hunt game, I'm afraid. There's a times 6 in the skull, but he went no distance. 7 quid though. 230 is his bottom line here. I may actually pop him up with another wee raise again. He's had a lot of spins like. Oh, I'll do it now. I would have took it like. That's a lot of teases, right? He's still going down to 230. Would have been better if it was sound in the rocket reels hit, just hearing your reaction. Aye, I didn't have it. I wasn't recording that night at all. I was watching Bob live. I just put it on the background, but lucky I got the replay of it. It was nuts. Plus, I didn't really know what I was doing in the game. You know, when you're sort of playing out a bonus and it's going absolutely crazy and you have no idea really what's happening. That would have made it even funnier. It would have been funny, aye. Danger, you've had your chances. I would like to tease at this bigger stake, but it's not happening. We raised you and killed you, really, was what we did. No. That's nearly enough BTGs there the day, to tell you the truth. They haven't helped. What do we see here? Somebody said Euphoria. I'm not sure if it's on here. Euphoria's not on an awful lot of sites. No. No Euphoria, I'm afraid. Gotta we see what else we have here. Bomb Bonanza. Odd we win this. So we keep the stake up now. We're looking at third bonus. I wouldn't mind if it was this one. This free game here has paid me okay. It likes to give you a really terrible bonus. Occasionally too, you know. I say occasionally, like I mean most of the time, but... Mint or Little Devil should be a guaranteed 100x. I reckon the time it takes to grind. Royal Mint takes the biscuit. Aye, it's the problem with them is, but when you're grinding those like that, in order for that to pay out the massive wins that it has to pay some crap out, like. What games have you got so far? Shannon, we have Horus Megaways and Silverback Multiplier Mountain, both of which are very capable of paying you 10x. That is all we have. It has been a struggle, to say the least. 2 hours of gathering and with 2 bonuses. We're not getting paid for productivity today. There'll be no performance related stuff today. I think they lowered the percentage so they can afford to pay Angry's wins. Do you think so, Darrell? Do we have an official? Yes. No, not yet. We need a third one, I think. We had this one day and somebody told me it takes 3 to be a list. 2 isn't a list apparently. I didn't know that actually. But I've taken them at their word. They were so confident about it. I assumed they were right and I was wrong. So seen this on a high level, it goes nuts. Absolutely. If you can get it, I think even if you can get this up to the level 3 and above, you'll get paid, I think. And you can see the potential up there for it doing crazy stuff like. I got to the purple. It was the purple one that comes after the blue. I've got to it once. Didn't hit it, but game of hitting 10x very rare. I don't know. Hey, look at my bloody lists. Nobody looks down the list and remembers all the games on it except the 1 or 2 big hits. They don't see the 18 awful games on it like. This wee game here is quite varied, you know. Not a bad game this. Took a wee while. Another one that took a wee minute or two for me to like. Again, I think the first few times I played it, it was just brutal to me. That's why I'm a bit... You won't be getting paid full stop at this rate. I know that. Never mind performance related pay. But we're getting nothing. We need something to come and rescue us again today, really. Isn't that it? We nearly always need a rescue, but... all the best, Smithy. How you doing? Barbarian Fury or Warrior Graveyard? I think Warrior Graveyard's probably my favourite out of those two, but he just doesn't pay you. That's the problem with him. He just does not pay. I've had one good bonus in Warrior Graveyard in the last year, probably. That's the problem with those games. They're not trying like. Hammer of Vulcan was one we're going to go try and hit next. I'm hoping it is on here. I don't know if it is or not. I can't remember. I played that when I played the sort of 3 or 4 big hunts here. I played that many games. I can't bloody remember what is here and what's not. Must have at least 2 items on a list, or it's not a list, it's just an item. Why? Well, that's what I figured, buddy, but the last time they told me it had to be 3 to be an official list, so there you go. I don't know what the argument was anymore, but I just accepted them at their word. Midnight Marauder. They don't have it. They don't have it. They don't seem to have the relaxed games here. Midnight Marauder is another one that I'm trying very hard to get paid on, but I've never been paid on it. I mean, I've had 6 scatters, 14 spins on it, and still couldn't get paid. I'm not sure it does pay. But I will keep trying. There's a couple though, not a list. I think that's probably it, Mahers. That's probably what the argument was on it. Hammer of Vulcan's not on here, there you go. Ah well. That's another game that's not on an awful lot nowadays either. Good game too, I like it. We'll do the primal thing then, we did talk about going to it, so. Gotta run away from this game, he's just not playing the game at all. I thought I would have got more teases out of him than I have. He usually does like a wee tease, like. Really loath to run away here, but he's took 40 quid off us. He has to run away. We'll have to run away. Very bad base in that game when he's not using his wilds. Very, very bad base. Right, Primal, we are where we are. Let's get a lot of those multis into a bonus, please. I got 6 scatters on Golden Catch last night, only paid 250x. Oh god. You'd have felt robbed there, wouldn't you? You would have felt robbed there, boy. You have Want It another go, paid me 12k and a £2 and 4k and a 60. Want It, you mean Want It Dead or a Wild, Ben? I love that game. Absolutely love that game. I think the potential's just off the scale on it. Loves to give you an out crap bonus, you know, a lot of the time, but it has been good to me. It's been good to me in live streams too. I think we've had about 4 different hits on it in lives, like. Golden Catch has been very hard the last week, Jared. I haven't been able to bonus it in over a week. I play it every day, like. Can't get near it at all. There's a big mega tease anyway. Don't really feel it here, you know, but you never know, I suppose. It is primal, he could drop it. This game's banned me. Actually, I've had some nice bonuses in primal. He's not a game that tends to pop out and save you often, but he has saved me a couple of times. He's been threatening lately in the base with a lot of mysteries and stuff, and just managing to miss giving me that big hit, you know. But he has been close a time or two. That premium symbol, he just hardly turns up at all. Dead or alive for a wild line? Absolutely not, Adam. I don't get that whole dead or alive wild line thing. Like, dead or alive, number one, I only bonus it one time in every 5 times I try to play it. And then when I play that dead, that's right hand side, I get £2.40 in the bonus. So I really don't understand the purpose of that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Am I saving up? Is it like saving up in a big bottle to actually buy the bonus is what I'm doing, really, I think. Open the 2 bonuses and have a higher stake punt. We're probably getting to that stage, mate. We're getting to that stage. We sort of are punting really higher stake now. Anyway, I'm up to 80p's, I notice. But we're sort of in trouble, really. What I'm probably going to do is going to have a wee punt of a game. Maybe try a bit of golden catch or something like that. One of those types of games, maybe in a quid or something, and see what we can come up with. I bet I want it dead or a wild, maybe. And then we can look at maybe even green tubes, ones that don't save, you know. But a cabin venture or something if it comes to it. I think that's really what we're looking at now. The games don't want a bonus today. Aye, Tiger's paying this. I think you're right. I think Tiger's is the one. I think Tiger's is the one. It's a bit like a horse. I get paid in the dogs more often than I do in the top symbol, you know. Just took a wee second or two to find that spin there, whatever's going on. Vault of Anubis, if you're in the mood for it. Paid me that first time we played it and done absolutely nothing since, man. Floating Dragon on a 50p as well. Golden Catch Splash would be good, like Big Bass Splash. Jesus, don't give them any ideas. Don't give Barry any ideas anyway. We don't want Barry making the cross into other providers' games. That would be a real nightmare. We're seeing too much of Barry as it is at the minute. Aye, shame and I think it is, aye. Not much going on with you, Primal. Horse on my ban list, retrigger 16 spins, top level, got 10x. Aye, it is. It's a really brutal game, isn't it? It really, really is. It's a bit of crazy time with 15x top slot. I don't really know much about crazy time. I'm assuming that's a good thing, is it? Right, you're getting the raise down to 150, and then I think we're going to go and open them 2 and then just punt. I think that's all we can do. We'll just have a wee punt as if at this we would do at the end of the stream, because we're chasing bonuses that aren't coming here. Look at that. Chances there, hey? We're chasing bonuses that just aren't coming. And man, we've tried pretty much every provider that I would normally play, like. We'll open those two, and then we'll go and have a wee look at Wanted Dead or a Wild, and then we'll pretty much know where we're at that stage. We might have a try at a couple of Red Tigers or something like that even. I hit 1k on Saturday on Mackie D's drive-thru, and the drive-thru, brilliant. That's taking your slot into a whole different level there. Still playing them in the drive-thru. Just disgusting, really. That's all I can say about it. We have taken an absolute ransom. We have 150 quid left there. We have 2 bonuses. There's no point in even trying to get a hunt out of that. We will we'll open the 2 we have, and then we'll go and have a couple of games to punt on, and we'll just pick a couple or 3 games, and we'll go and have a good blast at them and see if we can't get somebody to pay, because we're not going to get a list today. What we need is one good hit. That's what we need. It's the only way we're going to save this today. So we'll do that. First of all, let me get a couple of entries drawn for my £250 subscriber giveaway. It's on the website there. Let me get a couple of wee entries drawn for that. Oh, I haven't even Nightbot in. Let me do that. We'll get Nightbot on there a wee second. I didn't realise I hadn't him logged in. Don't say, hi Sean, I know, Big John, I know Sean got it. We tried darts too, even it wasn't a bonus for me. How bad was that, like? Just nothing, mate, nothing at all. Right, what we're going to do, as I say, I'll draw 2 people out of the chat here. I'm going to get you to put a keyword in, and I'll draw 2 people out of the chat, and what you'll win is an entry into this draw. So it's a sort of a satellite to get into this draw for the £250 at the end of the month. So that's all you'll be winning. Let me get let's get a better word. Let's put Horace in, because he's coming up and we need him to be good to us. Let's stick Horace. Horace is your word. Stick it in the chat, and I will draw 2 of you out for my subscriber giveaway draw. So I'll let that sit a wee second. Mo's just saying there, once please everybody. It only counts you once. Are you up in Dublin angry? No, Jody, I'm not. No, I'm in Northern Ireland today, mate. I was down just Thursday and Friday there. I'll be back down again soon though, in a day or 2. I stick Horace in there. That's you. That's the job. I'll go and get my coffee topped up, and then we'll go and open this big list of 2. Unofficial 2. It's not unofficial till it's 3, isn't it? And we'll see what we can do. With 150 quid plus whatever comes off them 2. We've rescued it with less. So let's see what we can do. We're going to need a banger, aye, absolutely. We're just going to need one of them wee lucky days, aren't we? We're going to need something to go off a wee bit. But I don't think we're getting that in the gather there at all, so we'll just come off it. We'll just come off it completely. Silver bag, Andrew, we can hope for it. It builds a multi up, you never know. It can, on its day, it can hit. It certainly can hit alright. Oh, it's a 4 scatter on Horace, isn't it? I don't think it gives you any extra spins, but sure it doesn't. I had the 4 scatter the last time and it let me down a real bag full, I think. I was disappointed. Hi Alan, how you doing? Right, my numbers don't seem to be going up much, so let's get this drawn. Good luck everybody, and thank you all so much for your support. These are all absolutely amazing. Let's get our first one. Steve Croft. There you go, Steve. Good supporter of the channel. You are in the draw, dude, and good luck to you, Steve. Thank you very much for your support. You've been pretty constant with it. And we'll have another. 40. 40, you're the man. Well done, Wardy. Thank you very much indeed. That is the two of you now in the draw. You're on that subscriber giveaway draw now, so good luck to you. Good luck to both of you. We will be doing more of these here as we go along. You will see them in videos and in other bits and pieces, so do keep a wee eye out. Congratulations, Steve and Wardy. Right, let's open these two. Dear God, it's really a struggle, isn't it, when they're as bad as this? It really is a struggle when they're as bad as this. But here, well, if we open a Horus Megaways and he goes for 300 quid, that would just be that done, wouldn't it? Stranger things has happened. Stranger things has happened. Gates of Olympus for the save. We might have to play it, Brian. I think we probably might have to play it. I think we might have to, man. Right. Oh, this was 4 scars. Yes, indeed. Keep forgetting that. The first time I got 4 scars in this, I got really excited. And then I realised it actually doesn't do much. It gives you a wee base hit. It's been 16 quid right now. Wasn't bad, I suppose. We're on an 80p stake. It's a good stake, but let's see Penguin Head. There's one of them. I'd like to see a wee bit quicker than that, mate. What about one on this spin? That's my boy. That's my boy. You could go for a hat trick. You really could. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You need to sort of, you can get paid at the birds here. I would like another upgrade in the next spin, I think, to tell you the truth. That would be really as good as it could get there, I think. No. The birds can pay, but you need a lot more of them just. Oh dear. It's a disaster. An absolute disaster. Oh, a dirty, dirty, dirty bonus, boy. 2240. The problem is that the next game can pay the same. I didn't really, you just, Horus, my God, like, what was that? 2240 on an 80p, like. That's a 20p bonus, isn't it, really? It's not an 80p bonus. You tried Sugar Rush today, Angry. I haven't, Tommy, no. I haven't, no. I was gathering it for a couple of streams, or for a couple of bonus hunts, so I probably, that's maybe I wasn't thinking much about it. Silverback. Silverback Multiplier Mountain. It can't be any worse than Horus. This wee game can build a multi, if he's in the mood to. But he can also eat your spins on you very quickly. You get an extra spin for a scatter, and you get an extra spin every time you get a win. I'd like to see an occasional win, because the multi needs to rise. Jesus. Finally on the board. This is scaring me. There's really, you need to keep a serious amount of spare spins in this, because it'll literally go, it'll run 5 or 10 dead spins in a row without batting an eyelid this game, you know. There's a wee birdie's hit. Gotta get that multi up an awful lot more. Too many dead spins already. Jesus. Oh, this is over. This is over. Last spin. Absolutely disgusting. There's a spin now, but what's there 2 spins? What's the bloody point? The way you're spinning. This game has not, it's not itself. It's not the same game I used to play at all, you know. Last spin. Nah, absolute garbage. That was sort of the problem with those two bonuses. That was an 80p stake as well. They're just not games at all really these days, are they? I think Silverback has maybe had his day. It's probably time to just resign him to the scrap heap, I think. I think he's maybe had his day. Onwards. Right, our big bonus hunt managed to return 30 quid on top of the 150 we had. So we have 180 now. Yeehaw. I think we'll go want it dead or a while. I think we just go straight for it. And hope we hit something. Don't know if I want to play on a pound. It might be a bit heavy. Where are we? 2 hours 24. Yes, let's bloody do it. Let's just do it. You really don't want to play in this slot on a pound. You'll get brutalised. But we can't really be brutalised any more than we've already been today. We're looking to hit. Gator Gold's a good call, Ivan. I'll have it on my short list here to play at the end here if I can. I think they've Gator Gold here. I think they have. Can't remember. Oh, you're for Tenerife. Brilliant. Go big or go to Dublin with a bonus buy. I'd have been better getting into the car this morning, driving down and doing the live from there, wouldn't it? We could have bought by now. Ha ha. If I'd have got up this morning and drove down. It can't be that easy, like. We'll leave the house at 9 in the morning and be down there to stream by 11, no problem. Set up and ready to roll. How you going now, mate? Bob, we opened our 2 bonuses. They paid £30, but we kept 150, and we opened our 2 bonuses, took us up to 180. So now we're just punting. It's been an absolute disaster. Horus paid £20 and Silverback Multiplier Mountain paid a tenner or something. Absolutely disgusting. There's now a fly on. I don't seem to have my butterfly anymore. I've got some buzzy annoying chap. See, I don't mind the butterfly, but that other boy has to die, like. Gonna go and get the window open to let him out, I think. We've been in worse shapes than this. We have been in worse shapes than this. Remember the day we were down to our last 50 quid in Gates of Olympus? That's the day that I brought Gates of Olympus back from the banned list. Some guy kept requesting it every stream. I'm like, man, I hate the game, like. But I brought it and I says, right, we'll go and do it. And we played it in a quid with our last 50 quid and it saved the whole balance. And that's what led to me then playing it again lately and hitting that big one on it. Just the way it works, isn't it? There is no Gator Gold angle. Oh, there you go. Happy days. Buys are the way forward. The way to lose a lot of money too, I think. It's a much more drastic way of playing slots. I'm not sure I'm just ready to embrace it too deeply yet. I'll do a bit of it though. I'll be doing a bit of it. Let's get the dual bonus, please. I think that's the one we want, really. That great train robbery thing, you could get 10 of them in a row and they'd all be crap, like. It really doesn't pay very often. Gates of Olympus for the comeback, and that could well be, let rip, it could well be. Gates of Olympus, my god, imagine it saving your stream twice. That would be unheard of. That would be unheard of. RW, how are you doing? Haha. Just here to bring luck. We need luck, mate. Oh, we need a bit of luck today, RW. We're back on that old needing rescued again. I'm sort of like a perpetual damsel in distress, me, really. That's it. I should live in a big tower and have long hair or something. People make wee songs up about me. Don't think the wild one on here is the best. That dead's supposed to be the best. It's supposed to be the best one. I've had it. I didn't do very well on it. I thought it was awful the time I had it. No, one thing, we're getting bloody rents here, I know that. There's just nothing in the base in this game most times, you know, it just doesn't do anything. You really are reliant on the bonus. The base can just go mad, one spin, bang, and hit, but the rest of the time it'll just do absolutely nothing. Aye, deals 200x to buy and dead's 400x, that's the way of it, yep. Few bullets there to help that, but 18 quid, 450, it's alright, we did need the wee top up. We did need it. With every donation, gratefully accept it. Sausage Party's my go-to slot when I'm down. I have absolutely no idea how that could ever be anybody's go-to slot, Patricia. I really do not understand it. Sausage Party. I can't bonus that game. I do bonus it occasionally and then it spins me. It's the same thing every time. It's like Wubba. I cannot get past the middle option. I just can't get past it. I've never had the top options on it. I don't even know what they do. Can never get them. Can never gamble to it. I can never, it never happens. Just never happens. You know, you sort of get to a stage it's like a bit. But then I don't understand Wubba that much either. I don't rate it as a game really either. They're just played an awful lot. But they're not good games. I think Beavis and Butthead would pay you quicker than Sausage Party would. Those are all like everybody else. You have your day, obviously. We're getting our rinseout here again, boy. It's just not really. But any spin, it can just throw you in a couple of those multipliers and pay you a pile of money, you know. It's a funny game, like. Starburst for the big wins, oh my god. Follow the honey. Follow the honey was in my head, actually. I'm thinking actually Clover Gold's one of the ones I might go to rather than Follow the Honey. Follow the Honey hasn't been good to me lately. Clover Gold's been threatening me a bit more. They're sort of similar type ilk. In my view, they would sort of bonus similarly. Chances of bonusing, I think. I'm dead lucky with it, getting just spins in at the end, hit great at beyond. £700 a £2 stake this morning, loving it. Always been lucky for me, that's amazing. Look. You're the one that's getting the wins in, Patricia. Nobody else does, look. It's funny how people's experience in a slot is, isn't it? I would throw that World Darts in pretty much into any hunt that I'm doing. Most times because the bonus is so early. And yet Bob told me the last time he can't bonus it at all. You know, it's just funny. It's funny, a game that you think, oh my god, that's just so simple to bonus. But it's not really. That's only my experience of it, you know. Jamming jars. Could do a bit of that, maybe. Stu, how are you? Book of Toro. I've never really got it to do much, that Book of Toro. I haven't really. Angie, what do you think of Megadon from... Megadon's not pragmatic. Megadon's playing go, is it not? It's awful. It looked as if it had potential, but it just seems to do the same old thing over and over and over again. It's not. It's a bit boring, like. All the action in it is in making wee puddles around fish on the screen. It's not about gameplay, like. Aye, an alt game. There's that new one right enough I thought was quite nice. I'm going to have to run away from this because we're not getting even remotely near anything here. We're just getting bloody rinsed, like. I gave that a good run there, like. I mean, I gave him nearly 80 quid there. He's a game that'll take that and give very little back, you know, if he's not bonusing and he's not hitting that big base hit. He's a game that will just absolutely rinse the hell out of you, like. So do keep the stakes down in this one. It's not one to... You don't need to go up the stakes in this game. I know I'm about a quid on it, I'm saying that, but I would normally even play that on hunts at 40p, even when I'm punting everything else at 60, you know. It's just that type of a game. Right. We are in trouble, boy. We're in trouble. Cygnus 2's that's a new one from them, but I'll tell you what I'll do with thinking about. Let's do a bit of gold. Let's do an alt one, alright, but do one of the ones that I know can pay. This one has given me absolutely brutal hits at times. Really, really good ones. Roulette, we're getting to that stage too, like, Jesus. 2.5 hours, hour time yet. I'm going to play this in a big stake too. It's not a game to play in a big stake either. And I wouldn't do it except it's a live stream and I'm time limited. And we need our dough back, so we're going to do it. This thing can go nuts. It can also just sit here and spin and do nothing. It's a very... It would be quite a volatile... I think this game will be volatile compared to most ilks. But it's a very good game. Cheers, exchange rate. Pacific Gold's better than this. Aye, but that's a newer one. This is... I don't know. I think this is maybe better. I've enjoyed this one more, but then maybe I haven't played as much of Pacific either, but I do like Pacific Gold too. I like all these gold games. I like them all. I just haven't played this one in a wee while. I get that wild help in there. I just can keep... If you can keep that single wild even along there, it really does help, like. A lot of reds there. Get a wee red on two, maybe. Wee heart, no. You play some rubbish games. Rubbish defined by who or by what, Ian? That you don't like the game. You see, that's not really defining a rubbish game, do you know what I mean? I try to play a selection because if I sat and just played the 10 games I liked, it would get a bit boring, would it not? I try to play a selection, is what I do. I play games I don't like. That sort of, I get that comment pretty much on every big list that I do. You play a lot of crap games, but it's like, you know, there's 3,000 or 4,000 games on the channel. I'm not, or the casino. I'm not really sure limiting myself to a dozen would be. And how do you define what would be the good one? How would you decide, right, that's rubbish and that's not rubbish? I would have said Gates of Olympus was rubbish, but then look what it paid me lately. You know, it's swings and roundabouts, like. Every game can pay. Every slot. Even the crap ones. That's the first sign of a bonus symbol I've seen. This thing can go on absolutely nutty drops, like. If you can get the big symbols, get a couple of them on the go and a lot of wilds, it can really pay, like. And also brutalise you like them all, though. Bonus symbols, well, it's that wee thing that blew up there. You get 2 of them, and they'll blow everything up between themselves. So 2 of them can get you a wee bit of a kick off, but you need 3 for the bonus, obviously. They're all rubbish. They are, Bob. They're bloody all rubbish today, like. Every last one of them. Dirty dogs. All those big high quality games that I played earlier didn't do bloody much for me. The dirty dogs, every one of them. All big hitters, all big name games. They don't want to pay, they don't want to pay. Here, Bob getting that Smithy shot him there. Brilliant, Smithy. Loving it. Baldy did at him too. Bob, you don't get it. You pop your head up there on you, boy. There's your bonus symbol there, look. We'll take him down to 50 and try the other 50 in another one. That'll be our last 2 games then, I'm afraid. Gypsy, how are you doing? Chip's probably near. Chip's about Dublin direction, isn't he? Smithy, I think he went quite close to Dublin. That's literally, I don't know, less than half an hour from Carrickmacross, really. Every single slot is bad till it pays, you're right. And they're all bloody bad today, mate. Cop man, they're just not doing it, boy. We're going, I think we're 50 quid into our last slot. I think we're going to go to Gates of Olympus for the last 50. It's done it before. I know I don't like to repeat, but I think we'll go to it. It did it one day before for 50 quid. It saved the whole stream, so. Wee bit late. Ah, Gypsy's just been killing time, mate. You haven't missed very many bonuses, that's all I can tell you. When I say you haven't missed any, we're 2 hours 39 minutes in, the hunt and all's over, we've had 2 bonuses, like, and both of them were crap, so that's pretty much our lot so far. He's play golf? No, well, I don't really know. Never really had the time for anything like that, to tell you the truth. Right, you've got to get a load more of those in. You want another big symbol dropping is what you want on the top up there too. We've 2 of them going and loads of wilds then, you know. You get 2 sort of columns going with wilds, but this one's nearly done, I think. Yep. The Edward, see if you get another first spin bonus. Haha. Right enough, it did, that's right, it did come in the first spin that day, didn't it? I will do that Gates of Olympus thing and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. I keep trying that new one from it, that Starlight Princess, but I can't like that game at all. I think the wee girl cartoons are too annoying. Hex, they don't have it. They don't have it. They've none of those relaxed ones are on here, I'm afraid. If you could work your way down to a bonus, would have been a better game. I thought that was working its way into nothing there. Not a game that bonus is easy, this one. I think a lot of the other golds are probably easier bonus. This would be one of the earlier ones. But it's a hell of a good game, I think. When it's in the mood. £16. And another 11. He's done now though. You need another big symbol to fall there. Didn't happen. I think we'll take him to 80 and run away though. Now he's giving us that wee base hit back the way there again. He's had a fair bit of spinning there. He's had 9 minutes. We'll have about 10 minutes by the time we're done with. think you're going to reach that, are you? You did, by God. See, there's what you want there. A lot of hats. Or a lot of double wilds. That's the job. Look at that. 18 quid. Look at this. Look. Can we hit one of those big symbols, please? Hit your man there. That face would help, like. That's big too. Let me get the auto clicker off. This has all of a sudden come to life here. Right, keep hitting, please. You see, that's done away with a lot of my wilds on me. We've still got them. Keep going. Give me the dice, maybe. I think we're nearly done. Almost, almost. Hold on. Same big one again. Oh, here, it's bigger than I thought. 36 quid there. But that's going to be at done now, unless you can hit that red heart, like. That was a nice hit. 155 quid. That was nice. All of a sudden, we're back to £240. Right, okay. We'll leave it at that. We will leave it at that. That's a good, that was a nice hit. That was a nice wee hit there. We did say we were going to go and do one other one. Do that other one. Let's do that Clover Gold that I was going to do. Now that we've got options. It's a good game that it can do that. You see what it hit those wilds there. There was a couple of premium symbols there, and it wasn't hitting them. It was hitting the less than premiums each time. That could have made each one of those wee hits could have been 5 times as big, you know. I will take this up to a quid too. This is a game I find it either bonuses very quickly or else it just doesn't bonus at all. But I must admit I've been starting to like it more lately than I had. I seem to be hitting more clovers or something on it lately than I ever did. Still play rubbish games though, I do, but sure, so don't we all, mate? I think pretty much 75% of what we spend's a lot of old rubbish, like. I do get asked for some crap on a daily basis, like. It was a terrible game, that, wasn't it? When all the traditional games that everybody's calling out aren't working, it doesn't do you any harm sometimes to reach out and do something else. Do you know what I mean? A wee collector on that would have helped it. He does, but here we all have our days, like, don't we all have our days, man? Floating Dragon and a quid for the crack. I've sort of gone off Floating Dragon. I used to play quite a bit of it, but I found it a bit pointless. I found it very hard to bonus lately. You're nearly looking for that hold and spin feature, and it's limited in what it'll pay you, you know what I mean? I'm not really sure that Floating Dragon does it for me anymore. It's so like a Barry game that you're probably just better playing Barry. You got Jolly Roger 2 on here, Angry? Never heard of it. I've absolutely no idea, mate. Jolly Roger 2. Not overdoing the teases here, is it? This game has 35 quid off us in 2 minutes, like. Is it paid anything at all in any single spin, like? Well, there's 25p now, look. I said nice things about you, game, and you've just been awful. To me, but terrible for you for some reason. I think Barry, if you play him regularly, Ben, if you're playing him all the time, Barry's not going to give you big wins all the time. He's a big win That's the problem with him. He's a very... He takes as much to bonus, but he sort of... He likes to pay that 20 quid all the time. I just can't understand bonuses like that. How's the hunt going? Jade, it's over. Done and dusted. It wasn't a hunt at all. We just got mauled. We just took a good old mauling. We only got 2 games and we had to give up. We had a wee bit of a balance boost there a minute ago on Voodoo Gold. I'm going to have to run away from this. This game's took 50 quid off us and done nothing. I could count my wins up on that on one hand there. Jesus Christ, game. That's no way to play, hey, is it? No way to play. I think we're looking for something a bit different now, are we? Joker's Jewels. Somebody mentioned Joker something there a minute ago. It wasn't that. I'm looking for help here now, really. I don't know what I'm in. I seem to be in the wrong place. I'm in some mad slot section. They've got a very weird search thing going on here. Slots just... They seem to have things categorised very weirdly. What is this here, like? All slots and I'm getting crap. What is that about, like? I have no idea what's going on there. Where's my old friend? No limits. We've got to try somebody that maybe can pay, I think. We might as well as spend those supposedly non-volatile slots that just spend your money away and do nothing. Somebody said Deadwood. Let's give it a go. Bank and Bacon? I don't know, Sean. Don't think Bank and Bacon's the boy that's going to save you, is he? Where are we with 190 quid? I think we still have to stick with the big stake. I think we don't have time for anything else. If we're going to get a rescue, we have to get it soon. You need to go to video slots. Well, my money's been in here, so I'm not going to deposit in another casino now, I'm afraid. No. I couldn't make all my content in one casino nowadays. That's the problem. That's the whole problem in the UK. You know, if you got a casino you liked, it wouldn't matter. You can't play it. You're limited. You're limited all the time by deposit limits and wager limits and bloody loss limits. And there we go. Nice early one. That failed the first spin the last time. Is that what that guy said? Very good. That was a sore one. Kieran, we're not done yet. Never say never. Let's get a few wilds in here. You start thinking about hitting stuff now while you're at it. Need the wilds, man. Oh, Jesus. Ah, you're a tease, just doing nothing. Last spin. Ah, it's disgusting, boy. £1.90. Jesus Christ, we got a bonus finally, but I don't really know if that was a bonus, was it? Hunt or punt? We're punting now, Adam. We had the hunt and it didn't work out, mate. That was 5 times better than the bonus. I'll stay on it a minute or two. I can't really see that would be how it would play. Big bamboo for the save. They don't have big bamboo. Afraid. And I'm never sure that big bamboo has ever saved anybody, has it? I can't bonus big bamboo, so I mean, you know, to save it, I don't know that it would ever save me, like. I've probably bonused big bamboo twice since it's come out, like. I'll lose it in the gamble every single time. You try Hoarder, please. Gates of Olympus, please. We did talk about Gates of Olympus. We probably will go there at some stage here. I'm happy to have a wee punt with this bit of balance here. It sort of fell back into our laps again and it looked lost, so... But my intention would be to build it up, not just throw it away, if you know what I mean. A few wee wilds there. Don't think we hit much. £10. It's okay. Go cash free spins. I don't think that's a saver either, really, is it? I do make a profit occasionally on those games, but it would never be big, if you know what I mean. We need something that's going to pay us like 3 or 400x here, if you know what I mean. Kong Megaways takes too long to spin, Harry. Monkeys. Monkeys. Was that you're thinking of the... That Monkeys the... That like a no limit game or something, isn't there? A Monkeys one of that, isn't it? Never really played much of it. One of their older ones anyway. Raptor. Gamble, you see, Andrew, there's no way in the world I'd want to try that gamble at this stage, like. No, we'll have a couple of wee no limits here and see how we get on. Try a bit of X-Ways or Dal's Expert or some one of those sorts of boys that can pay. Maybe even Dragon Tribe, it's paid me well lately. Monkey's Gold, that's the name, yeah, I knew it was Monkey's something, wasn't it? Real King Megaways, oh, I can't like that game, like. Mission Frenzy. No jars today, no, we didn't get to the jars in the end, no. The hunt was so bad, mate. We didn't get anywhere we needed to go, or wanted to go. They've been pretty bad slots today, haven't they? They haven't really. Jesus, even that Clover Gold's a game that I play lately because a bonus is easy in it. It just rinsed me with nothing at all on the base, like. Gimme Gold Megaways, angry. Ian, I would throw that into a hunt, but I wouldn't go to Gimme Gold Megaways as a save. It wouldn't be a save, like. Oh, that's disgusting, the amount of time that took there, isn't it? Unbelievable. Follow the honey. Easy bonus. I sometimes done them. I would say so. If you'd asked me a month ago, I would have said follow the honey, easy bonus. If you ask me now, I'll tell you no, because I haven't bonused it in nearly a month. I can't bonus it. I play it in hunts all the time, and it's absolutely rinsing me. I can't get it to bonus. The bees at the top, I actually want to buy a gun and shoot them with it, like, off that wee perch they sit on. They sit up there and wiggle their feet and do bugger all, like. They don't have Gators Gold, James. Sorry, mate. We had somebody check there. Aye, David, there you go. I follow the honey. I had that big win on it. It really let me down after that big win. It is an exciting bonus, like. Sheriff again. A bit of bottle action. He's holding base better than anything before him, anyway. Rick and Morty Wubba, no, I don't see Rick and Morty. I don't rate that game. I would say it's probably the most requested game, Rick and Morty Wubba. I have no idea why anybody plays it. Absolutely none. I've never seen anybody get paid on it. You get paid. I've been paid in Rick and Morty Wubba. Yes, December 1999 you were, you know what I mean? It doesn't count, like. You bear in mind that we spend these games every day. We would nearly need, it needs to pay more than once in a year. That's the problem with it. The bonus symbols would send you nuts, wouldn't they? You always get 2, no 3s. The first time I ever seen that feature, Dylan, I played the game Follow the Honey. The first time I ever seen that feature with the dropping the honey thing, it was like the 3rd spin in the first time I ever played it, and it dropped. It gave me the bonus. I don't think it's ever dropped the bonus that way ever since. I've had a 700x Mr. C's Meeseeks. Yes, you have. I bet you have. Without a doubt. I've had a 700x Mr. Meeseeks. I filled the screen once and it re-triggered. But how many crap bonuses have you had compared to that 700x? I'll bet you that 700x is the only one you've had round over 500x in the last year on that game. That's the problem with it. It's you know, that there's so few and far between. I would prefer the Megaways. At least the Megaways will cost you a couple £100 every now and again. You know what I mean? Where the just Wubba just doesn't pay that. Do loads of random ones. They do, yes. To me it's a wagering game. It's not a slot you play to make a profit. It's a wagering game. It's all it is, like. Play it for a long time and you'll get enough wee base hits and stuff to probably make it worth your while playing it, but it's not. I don't know. I'm bonus hunting most of the time, so it doesn't make sense to me as a game, like. As the expert 4 scatter need it. Not easy go, is it? They do loads of random wins for sure, like. Fiesta. They don't have Hot Fiesta here, do they, have they? Don't play a lot of it either. It can go nuts, like. I suppose they all can go nuts, can't they, like? This has died a bit. I think we'll have to run away now. Probably at 150 here we'll run. He got excited at the start there, but he really hasn't done much since. Right, we'll run away from that. Where do we see? What on this list of yours here? We've pretty much done most of those. Let's do the Gates of Olympus then. We might as well. We've been talking about them long enough. Gates of Valhalla is another tough one, isn't it? It's another one that showed a lot of potential. I haven't really struggled to get paid on it. I won 700 dead or alive on an 18p spin. Don't know what X that is. It's a good X win, alright. 18p spin's lovely, Charlie. Did you get the wild line? Oh, we need to turn that wee differ on, don't you? We got 4 fishermen, did you? 4 fishermen and big bass, Jesus. I was actually thinking 4 scatters when I read that first time. I was thinking 4 scatters, I've seen that, but 4 fishermen. Unbelievable. Oh, you'd need a screenshot of that. I didn't know it could do 4. There you go. Oh, it could right now. 4 fishermen, bloody hell. That's you would think you're in heaven, alright. There's your Merlin angry. The Rave, we played the Rave, got nowhere, Sean. Got nowhere on it at all, mate. We'll probably go back to a no limit, like. We are looking something that can sort of go nuts now, really. That's probably where we're at now. 4 fishermen, how can I show you? You can email it, Reese, or you can stick it in the forum. You can post it on the forum, angryslots.com. There's a big wins section, throw it in there. I'd be very interested to see that. Did it actually pay you in the end? That was the thing. Well, obviously the 4 fishermen was multiplying up any fish nicely, but did the bonus pay? Another 4 fishermen one spin didn't even get a 3x. Oh God. I was hoping you were going to tell me something marvellous. Threw a 30 quid fish or something in with it. Mystery Museum can be good, but can also be bad. It's very volatile, Ben, isn't it? I do like that game though. Had a £250 base hit in it, Ben, and I gather not that long ago, Mystery Museum. Threw a line of the top symbol in on the 50p. Alright, there's a wee link there for the forum, Bob, stuck into the chat there. Just click onto that, Reese. Throws your big win in. That'd be good to see that. It's a very random one, that 4 fishermen. It's a pity it didn't pay you, but you know, it needed to make your story perfect for you, really. Was to pay you, like, which was really ultimately what you wanted. It'll soon be right in roulette time here. I think we could be doing the last 100 quid in roulette, Desmond. I think you're right, mate. I've reached my 3 hours, which is pretty much I would sort of look at 3 hours as a stream, if you know what I mean. So I think we probably will do the last 100 in roulette. I'm saying that last 100 in roulette, but I don't go in with the intention of losing the 100. I go into with the intention of winning it. Bank of Anubis. Nice wee game that, Charlie. Bank of Anubis, I like it. I had 3 of the guys in Chili Picante, but on chilies. What you want to do is get 3 of the penguin heads and make a Horus. That's what you want to get. 3 of the penguin heads in the one spin. That'll sort your life right out. Or 3 of those verses in that Wanted Dead or a Wild. My God. This game's likely unlikely to pay again. I know, Ian, it paid me a game, a win that I never actually believed I had in it. It's crazy for me back looking at another one, isn't it? But it did bonus on a quid. So I suppose we can't complain that much. Can you give it 20 quid? What was that there? I got a Nibus, you're back on again, sorry. We'll see what happens, Charlie. Let's see if we can get something out of this today. This will never be the bonus that I had before, let's face it, but a bonus would be nice. You just don't get the multipliers and the wins in the same spin. Jesus, it's bad, hey. It's bad. So far we've hit nothing, like. Oh my god. Oh dear. This is pretty much an example of how the slots are playing today, isn't it? That's been sort of just really how it's been going all day, this. This is just a prime example of it. I think if you stuck another £500 in there and spun again, you would lose another £500 at these slots today. It's just one of those days. That's disgusting, like. £7. That would be my normal bonus in that game. Do you know what I mean? The one I had the other day was just crazy. We'll not stay on it, like, we'll run away. What was that game you asked? Can I give it 20 quid? What's the game you're asking? I think of Anubis. Let's do that for you and then we'll run to the roulette, okay? They don't have it. That's a pity. I do like Ank of Anubis. Maybe throw Andy Hunts occasionally. Didn't happen, I'm afraid. So we'll just go to the old roulette. Let's see what sort of roulette they do have. I wonder if they have that first person. Oh, first person lightning roulette. That's the one I do like. Now I'm warming to this one. If I can't get multi-fire, this is the one I like.
Please place your bets.
Here, Brian, it's one of those things, mate. It's not your fault. At the end of the day, I'm the boy makes the choice. Right, we have 120 quid here, so I think I'll just play this my normal way. I don't really see any reason to do anything silly with it. Oh, what are you doing? Get off there. Right, that's a 20 quid spin. We will raise it fairly sharpish, but we'll have a couple of wee ones at that, I think. Number 5's covered. That would be one of my usual ones, Ian. Them's pretty much my standard numbers there, tell you the truth. Wee bit of 0 or 34 is a 2. 13's one of mine, though.
13 black. You win.
You're quid and 8 for me, angry. The problem is I already have a pile of numbers covered. I can't really just take numbers now, if you know what I mean, because you would be covering too many. That's really as many numbers you want to be covering there in a 20 quid spin. Each one of those ones only gives you 30. You know what I mean? I'm going to get 30 back, like. There's a 500X. It's nowhere near us. 22's mine, and that's a 2 on it. That's 60 quid. We'll take a bit of that. We'll take a bit of that. I think we're thicking up now. It's on your site now, I'm 4 fishermen. Great, Reese, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll take a couple more and we'll thicken up a couple, is what we'll do. There we go. We get a 3 more on 2 and an extra 2 numbers. 25 quid, but obviously we're only making £5 a spin on any of the single ones now that hit. You're really starting to look for multipliers now, which we have none of. 9's one of mine though. This has been okay so far. We'll just go again. 18 or 25. Don't think I've any 2 of them covered actually. 29, there's our first loss, would you believe? Didn't happen there. I will just keep going, I think, for a wee minute. 26 is a multi on him. But 9's okay. It's a
9 red.
sort of money back one. 22 and 30. 22 is one of my three. I always do 22s. 22, 17 and 0 is my three that I always would start off with a double bet on, you know. Right, I think we're going to raise again. We're going to raise a few of these to 2 each. Is what we're going to do. That is a 30 quid spin. It means these here ones are only giving us our money back, but you have a lot more 2s on the board. We're still looking at multi, but yeah, now multiplier, it changes everything. 13 would be nice. I have all 3 of them, have I? 29, I don't have that.
29 black.
I don't have that. Dirty old dog. Right, where's these 350 X's? We need something like that. It's going to have to be one of those type of rescues, really. There's no multis there for us, I'm afraid. 15's mine, though, and I doubled that one up.
Black.
Good, good.
You win.
We bet that again. We're still on 30. Still 126 in the balance. We're holding our own here. Number 17 would have been lovely. But I took 3. There's 0. That's okay.
Green.
That's a doubled up one.
Win.
17 would have been nice. The 100x on them, but 5 spins all the same section. It does a lot of that, doesn't it? I don't spend a lot of time looking at sections. I just work on numbers, like. I don't get too excited with sections, although I do have a lot of coverage around the 0 if you look. 22, that's doubled up.
22 black. You
Take a
win.
wee bit of that. Take a wee bit of that. Just could do with hitting a multi on one of these bloody... With a lot of winning spins there, but they're not making us a fortune, if you know what I mean. 23's no good. Still better than a losing spin like that, though. Pick one number with 5 on it. I tend to play the longer game looking for the multis, Ivan. It's not, you know, I'm not the big hit roulette person, like. That's not me. Like, I play roulette like a slot most times, you know. Unless I'm in the speed one, then it forces you into stuff, like. Number 11.
11 black. You win.
We're still holding our own here. Just need to not run into a wee run of losses. Number 7 that is. I'll take a bit of that. 32. I do have that though.
32 red. You win.
200x multi or short it right. That's exactly it, Kieran. That's what we're looking for. And the big Mr. Q run that I'm doing, series that I'm doing about, I think it was about video 3. I was in this here and I was right down to my last spin, my last 20 quid spin. And we hit a 350x with 2 on it, which was beautiful. And then obviously the rest history. I'm on video number 10 now. At a 0 would be lovely. We're not going near a 0 from there, but 30 will do.
30.
He's mine too. We had doubled up him. Come on. See if you can't get us up to an amount of money we can run away with. 17 would be the one. Come on round there anyway. Ah, you're nowhere near it. 11.
11 black. You win.
Come on. It's keeping me around the same sort of money here. Need to just get a wee bit ahead. There's Bob. Bob's number 33. I know that's one of his, like. 15's one of mine though.
15
We've
black.
it doubled up too.
You win.
Getting very to the stage of nearly wanting to run away with 200 quid here, you know. We'll take another spin and see what happens. Number 30 would be nice. 22's nice though. That's doubled up. That's okay. That's
You
okay.
win.
I think we spend a we lose and then we run away now. To come out of that today with half my money's probably alright. I think we just spend a we lose now. We'll take a bit of 9 there, would be lovely. Come on, number 9. Come on down, number 9. 34's one of mine.
34 red.
We doubled that up too. Nice. We spend a we lose, isn't that what we said? Let's have another wee hit. I'd like to run away with 300 now. I nearly could have there, but 35 would be lovely. Oh, it was close. Number 3.
Red.
It was
You
bloody
win.
close. I take the 200. I'm going to, well, it'll be over 200 now. I'm running away once we lose here. But we keep winning. We're going to get our money back in those single ones, but oh, there's a 500x. Are we on? Number 13. Come on, 13. Ah, you dirty dog. It was 14.
Red.
That's just dirty. We didn't even get a good spin for it. Look at the bloody multis I had there. 17 was a 200x. Number 7 was a 100x. That was the spin, like. That was the spin. 276 quid. We'll have one more. And, not that. No, we'll not have that. Take that off. We'll have a 26 quid spin is what we'll do. Throw me a couple of numbers in the chat. And we'll try and cover them for it. See what we can cover. Just throw me a couple of random numbers just. I'm running away here at 250. I'm just going to put this on to... Let's take them at a wee bit of a higher. 14 quid. Run with the 300. That's... I should have run with the 300. Well, we're past the 300 now, if you know what I mean. We're spinning till you lose. I like that spin till you lose rule. I've had a couple of nice wee hits on it. There's a number 8 from somebody. Number 7. There's another one, number 8. Oh God, I'm seeing the same numbers. That's really weird that the people... There we go, number 29. Where are we? 18 quid. What are we putting on here? Oh, another 8 to put on. Right, okay. Let's do Bob's 33. We know he likes that. Stephen Pickerel has 12. I'm looking there and seeing the numbers that are jumping out on me is numbers that I don't usually cover, I think. Is what it is. Number 1. And 29 from Christopher, and that's, I think we have that covered already. 8 drops with 500x. I hope you're right, because 8's covered. There's 3, right? That's our lot. That leaves us 250. I think if I run away with half my money today, I've done bloody rightly, given that we literally didn't bonus anything worth a damn. Right. Never say never. Let's give us a bag hitting something. 250's our bottom line. So it's either this win or not. 19. No good, boy.
19 red.
Didn't happen. That would have been on my normal run-of-the-mill one, though. But sure, that's no good now. 250 I think's fine. I'm going to run at that. To be honest with you, didn't look like we were ever getting 250 back today, did it? Really, really didn't look like it at all. Folks, I'll let that do me at that. I'll run away with the 250. I'll lick my wounds and be happy that it's only 50% wins. We'll have to fight another day, as they say. What can you do? We got our 3 hours out of it. We're happy days. Everybody's happy. Thank you very much to Mo and Lindsay, and Charlie was in a wee while there, and Bob. Absolutely great. Thank you very much for looking after my chat. Everybody that's there today, thank you all very much for your support. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you anything really exciting today, but sometimes those slots is a grind. You just had to get on with it. Sometimes you had to get on with it. To be honest, saving half your money is, and sometimes feel like a win, to tell you the truth, because 100% rinsings can get very expensive very quickly. You need to get something back. So if you get a chance to run away occasionally, possibly think about doing it. It's no bad thing. I say that, and I don't do it all the time either, but you're not always looking to make content, you know. Folks, look after yourselves. What do I have up this evening? It's my big win video. I'm starting a compilation thing every month now, so I have a big win one. To be fair now, last month I did have some bloody cracking big wins, so it's a nice video. There'll be 1 or 2 in there that you maybe didn't get to see, or you maybe didn't see because they weren't just announced all over the place. They were just in a hunt, you know. Do enjoy that. Obviously there'll be content flying up galore. I'll be live again on Thursday. You'll see the Irish content from me. Probably it'll be near the weekend. By the time you'll see Irish content again from me, the lads will be entertaining you in the meantime, though. Folks, look after yourselves. Please gamble responsibly, particularly today, because they're bloody brutal. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you all again very soon.